So if you want to...
That's true. If you want to, and there are many people who have said they've stopped using it because they feel that the pricing has not been fair. But I'll come back to the argument that when you have a state and you have authorities in the state, they are supposed to ensure that you are treated fairly. And that's what the state is ensuring that is done.
So, Stubborn Academy President, we are fully behind you.
Yes, we are.
Go the full haul. We want to pay less for DSTV. I don't remember the last time I subscribed, actually.
The others who are using some from elsewhere.
Yes, and you see, that is a challenge that DSTV, if they do not take care, they'll have on their hands.
Exactly.
Now, people have ways to bring in the decoders from elsewhere. And so they will start using that.
And they are cheaper.
That will not inure to your benefit.
That money goes to DSTV in that country.
You know?
Not DSTV Ghana.
Exactly.
And of course, finally, DSTV has been sold, right, to Canal Plus. But if you are French, you say Canal Plus. And it's interesting, some judge related to this, the minister related to this, that he also had an engagement with them. And it's good, because in no time, I think by the end of September, they are taking over. And so if there's any engagement, there's any agreement with MultiChoice Ghana today, and the company that eventually will take over DSTV doesn't buy into that agreement will not hold. So it's interesting what Sam just said, that he's engaged them, and they are in agreement that whatever agreement is reached, whatever decision is taken relative to the price differentials and the price decrement, obviously when they come, they will respect it. So it's good. If we are unable to even get something concrete from MultiChoice, when Canal Plus comes, we will be able to get something.
Well, hopefully, and then the boys will be happy. At least they still get to watch their football.
Yes, and then place their bet as well, which we discourage. You've heard Musa Damkwa, he says he won't do that for you. Your request is denied accordingly. They asked Musa Damkwa to predict
to do a poll on
football games. Yes.
My goodness.
Yeah, no, how come? Who are like
so that when you're staking your bet, you know that...
you look at Global Info Analytics and their projections, and you go like, okay.
Then the betting companies will lose.
That's the point. Yeah. That's the point.
Because Musa Damkwa consistently has got it right.
That's true.
So once he comes out with this, then everybody is going in that direction.
But you see, elections are quite predictable based on some parameters and some yardsticks. Unlike Game of Chance,
Yeah, somebody may even break their leg, even right in front of the pole.
And then that's it.
Oh, anyway, that should do for Inside Outs this morning. Pretty shortly, we'll talk about this. We'll do some sports later on. But let me bring you the word of the day.
Today's word is F-R-U-G-A-L. Frugal. It's an adjective. Frugal means avoiding waste by being careful when using money or food. Example, the Johnson family lives a frugal life despite being rich. Frugal.
All right, I know that the Black Stars are playing, but at this point, I'm really despondent about the Black Stars. But hopefully, they can do something. I'm going to America, I forget it. Anyway, Jones has joined us. Good morning, Jones.
Yeah, GDA.
Oh, GDA. Hey, Jones.
Have faith.
Oh.
Have faith, because someone called on radio last week. And he says it's poverty alleviation strategy. Yes. So the dream is still alive. Yes.
The dream is still alive.
The American dream is still alive.
Okay.
And the Canadian dream too.
You know?
Cannot just
Yes.
America.
Yes. But as for Mexico, the boys do the water.
We won't play our matches there.
Wait for FIFA.
You see,
FIFA will put on African countries.
Now, boys are doing projections.
Yes.
But please, I want us to play our matches in Mexico. Yeah, I want to go to Mexico.
You Mexico.
You know what? You go and support Mexico there because they'll play their games there. But for us, we want America or Canada.
No,
but we'll come back. After the game, we'll come back.
I want to go and explore Mexico.
No, I agree with you. It's a beautiful country.
Yeah. So support Mexico then, because Mexico, it is for sure that they'll be playing there.
Exactly.
But as for us, Ghana, I see us in Group C. Will be America.
You know, it's interesting how people are making projections around the Black Stars. Yeah, the boys are not pulling their weight.
Oh, they will qualify.
You know, let's start with the Black Stars.
Okay.
Former captain, Asamoah Gyan. You know, when you see Asamoah Gyan, you know that he's around with what? Jama and morale. Okay. And he has a message for us without morale. He was with the boys. Okay. And then, Charlie, let's go. One Kanye, we are going home. Oh, we are going. And you know,
Black Stars.
America knows where we are.
We are coming.
We are coming. We are coming. We are coming. And you know, the supporters union have always been behind the Black Stars. The last time we understand that they had to use a vehicle all the way to Chad. Yes.
They went by road.
Yes, so they went ahead of time.
Wow.
Research, the research reach everywhere. So
this is why we need to stay, so that we don't have to use road to America.
No.
You know, people did to London.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, that's
no, because America, there, unless we use the Titanic.
They start now.
Before
we qualify.
You know, so the supporters union have, been rehearsing. I'm surprised. And there's a video of them showing us what will be happening today.
Wow.
Let's just get to watch this video of the Ghana Supporters Union.
You have behaved as if after that, Isaac. After Amen, come to the press. After Amen, come to the press. Let's finish it. Simple. I go. When they are playing the Brestina or Bless Me Now, please do what you're supposed to do. Shake it. It will never fall down. Just do that. Why are you afraid? It will never fall down. So let's go. Amen.
So, as he said, Lee will be leading the charge.
Yes.
I'll get a Black Stars jersey. Yeah. And she'll be leading man, she'll be leading the charge tonight.
So this is why you want to go. So I'm going to take for you.
No, but imagine as a player.
The level of motivation
exactly.
and encouragement that
you see that as a player.
Tonight we are winning.
It's a distraction.
Okay, it could equally be.
Yeah.
It could equally be.
Yeah.
It could equally be a
motivate you too.
It works both ways.
Let's get to see the table. And then, the 1,000 cedis price ticket. So, first of all, this is okay. So, this is, if you want to be at the Accra Sports Stadium today, at least. Okay, let's do the table first. Right, so Ghana on top. Yesterday, Comoros, I don't know, Comoros, who go ahead and World Cup? They won yesterday.
Yeah, they did.
They beat CAR yesterday. So it means that they are now behind us, just a point behind us. So it means that
we have a game
for them. Yeah. So
wait, this is the table.
The table.
We are on top of the table.
Yes. We've played 7. Comoros have played 8.
How many matches do we have more?
We have 3, including today's zone. Yeah. So
okay,
3.
So after today we have 2.
2, yes.
And how many matches does Comoros have?
Also 2. They've played 1. So you can see the P here means played. Yeah. So Ghana's played 7. Comoros played 8. Yes. Right? And then, so in fact, all 4 teams can qualify. Yeah. But we know Ghana will qualify. But all 4 teams can qualify. Ghana 16 points, Comoros 15.
Oh, Chad has 1 point.
Oh, forget Chad.
That is the one you people dashed in.
It was their first game. We're being for the Christmas.
We beg.
So Mali 12 wins as well, and then Madagascar 13. Mm-hmm. So, in fact, all 4 teams can go all out and then win today. Now, if you want to be at the Accra Sports Stadium today, come very early, 6 p.m. In fact, by 5 p.m. you should be there. Mm-hmm. Popular stand, 30 cedis. Center line, 50 cedis. VIP lower, 200 cedis. VIP wings. This one is not KFC wings or chicken wings. The stadium wings, 300 cedis. The VIP, 500 cedis. The VVIP, 1,000.
Yeah.
1,000. So if you want to be at the stadium today, this is what you should have. Now, we understand that if you are coming, you should park your cars at the Independence Square. Okay. Don't bring it to the stadium. Okay. So just get to the, it's big, it's large. So just get there, park it there, and then walk to the stadium so that traffic would be very easy for all of us to go to. Now, Coach Otuado, the man has been speaking, and he's saying that we have destiny in our own hands.
The whole team, everybody was very disappointing after the draw and Chad. The expectation was high for us to win, and we were disappointed. We analyzed the game very well, and hope that we learned out of this. And we surely, I'm very, very sure we show another face here in Accra. Surely it's easier to play at home with our spectators supporting us, pushing our last percentage out of the bodies of the players. But also to play in the evening on grass, I expect a different face of the players. I think, I hope that we learned out of the mistakes we did against Chad. And the good thing is at the end we still have it in our own hands. We have to keep the pace.
Okay. Coach Otuado says we still have the destiny in our own hands. So today there's one song I'll be listening to. No, he's good. For me, I'm an Otto loyalist. Okay. And I believe that Otto will take us there. No, Otto will take us there.
He's a good PE instructor, you know that.
Otto will take us there.
I think that he's a good
PE instructor.
No, Otto will take us there.
Okay.
Some of the chances we had in the Chad game.
So all we have to do is beat Mali.
Yes.
All we have to do is beat Mali.
Yeah.
And the points difference will now move to 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So even if we lose to Comoros,
we'll still be
1 point ahead. So let's just beat Chad today.
What was our results the last time? We met Mali before.
Yeah, we beat them 2-1 at home. But they have a new coach who is very experienced, a very experienced campaigner. In fact, he's from Belgium, but then he's experienced.
He's coming to Ghana.
Yes, he's from Belgium, but
you should have gone to Nogoku over the weekend.
Yeah, I'm sure they've done what they need to do.
But some people have also been speaking, and we met them at the stadium yesterday, and they believe that Ghana can go all out to win today as well.
I believe Ghana is going to win 2-0 because we have great players like Jordan and Kudus. So I think they're going to win for Ghana. And yeah.
Points in down 16 points. It's actually 3 points. Crana. If it's me, Queen. Bayan Casa Ghana for Bibreno. Yeah, Mama players for no Mama Boda and yeah, come like and yet the be no be every time I boa. Ubetime ahego e wode obetime ahye wode obi ososo ntime ye den enhye nti echi na ye bompa ye se blaster sisi ano ya yebu afu omo kakra no mo hu se omo anye ni girigiri a ye nkọ enim ti ye wogide se ebetime akọ enim
echi match ro nye match a the mere game o hwe omo se the Malians no apikina obi anka nchiro se Mali Eddie, only no more so many domos on Babesha Ghana. And the last World Cup game on Ghana, be boy, they drew 2-2 when Aniakosom 2-0. Antonianamo, on the boat 2-2 in Ghana. At the Babaya Sports Stadium. And my game on you, Yakako saw me there. O man Shadan starting the year when I or day 2 in Ghana, Timoko show, Muntino.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Bora.
Yeah, the morale.
Yeah, the morale must be very big.
Morale.
But it's morale.
It's
Bora.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then we know that before I go, Alcaraz and Sabalenka won the US Open. Alcaraz winning it again over Yannick Sinner, and then Sabalenka beat. She had to beat an American, and because it's the US Open, facing. I mean, it was like facing America for her, but then she came strong. There you see the man Alcaraz there, and then congratulations to Sabalenka as well, winning the US Open in the world of tennis. Well, before I came, I saw one of our colleagues with a broomstick in the hair. Okay. And then I asked myself, why? So he's done something. He's hoping that the person will forget. As kids, I was told that when you do something wrong, and then you move maybe one of this, and you put it under a stone. Your parents will forget. I don't know if...
Okay. I remember another one about throwing pebbles. Throw one here, throw one there, and throw one there as well. And now your parents will forget. The bit about broomstick, what I know is for hiccup.
Yes.
When the kid has hiccup, you put it there. And
trust me, we have different ones.
Oh, okay.
We did it there.
Okay.
Those days said, my grandmother will send me to the market. I'll go. Baba me ban on there. 10 years time. Every time when she's sending me, she say, "Hey, brah." Then she will spit on me and say, "Me ban area." And I just say,
"Okay."
And this saying in account. Oh, it does. This saying in account.
And like anytime she did that, I'll come back on time.
Yeah. There's this saying in account that was Makola. Onai na home. You are the reason why they do that. Because you will not walk, your feet will rest. But your heart will never rest.
I loved errands, running errands. I loved it. But Ube 9 a.m. Because no matter what.
But then we'll have the game live on Star 103.5. We have issues with who show the game. Okay. Our senior men, they know themselves. They cannot show the game. So we'll be having it live. That's why I'm wearing this. EIB Sports. EIB Sports.
So we're showing the game?
No. Hey, Mr.
No, I'm asking.
No, we are showing it on radio.
On radio.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can listen.
You can listen on radio.
Okay.
Star 103.5 FM. Exactly 6:50. Will be live from the Accra.
For the showing, it should have been our grandfather, right?
Grandfather.
Our grandfather.
You can't move into
this. Anyway, gentlemen, that should do for sports, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's GHOne Sadie's at the man who's always outside. This evening, he'll be outside at the Accra Sports Stadium for the live commentary on the Black Stars versus Mali World Cup qualifiers. Now let's look at what the newspapers are reporting this morning. The New Crusading Guide says a Shaiman heist crushed. Police recovered 2,000 bags of maize under IGP GHOne's police special unit. Calls mount for NDC's Ashimon to step down after court ruling with Singapore businessman. Ghana blacklisted from U.S. aid program. Amid debt dispute and diplomatic tensions, KGL Foundation marks 5th anniversary with historic Millennium Marathon in Accra. Go to court. It has not ended, as Ifwa tells Tokuno. Let us remain united, focus, and fight for power in 2028. DJ appeals to President Mohammed to compensate. It's not.
I think Latif Idrisu.
Okay, Latif Idrisu for suffering multiple assaults. Yes, yes, that's a good call. Yeah, that's a good call, I think. Yeah.
The Ghanaian Times this morning, really recklessness on display, and 4 individuals on a motorbike. That's indeed recklessness. 8 perished in road crash at Comanche. That's in the central region. So
this is sure pictures every morning.
Terrible. And the major headline here: relaunch of National Sanitation Day. President rallies citizens, announces performance assessment framework for MNDCs. That's a good initiative.
Very.
To the president for his donation to the bus stop boys. And Professor Alidu, elected NDC parliamentary candidate for Tamale Central by-election. He has, I can say, 2 feet in parliament already.
Yes.
I was going to say 1 now, but it's
yes.
He's MP in waiting. Yeah, we are waiting.
When parliament reconvenes, then he'll be sworn in.
He will be sworn in together with the Akwetia.
Yes.
As well.
Now, what's her name? Arab Nobing has been dethroned.
Yes.
As the last baby.
Now we have 2 more babies coming. Yes, of course. And Professor's election has been flagged and it's degenerated into conversations about his political leanings. You know, it comes up every now and then. His political leanings, whether he has always been NDC. So when he was doing analysis or political analysis, was that clothed in NDC shades and what have you? No, we see when analysts are speaking, many of them are supposed to be professional. And we told that at a point, even the MPP contracted him to do some work, survey, research, and what have you. That's supposed to be done professionally. Right? The fact that today there's a decision from his end to contest to enter parliament on 1 ticket doesn't mean that the work he did was biased one way or the other, right? But nonetheless, people have their leanings, and it doesn't stop them from working in the academia. Yeah.
The Daily Graphic. President Mohammed praises graphics digital shift, describes it as example for media industry. National Sanitation Day relaunch, citizens urged to keep communities clean. Engineers and planners takes over Black Volta and Sankofa gold projects. Foreign trained doctors present fake documents. Hey. Come on.
Daily Guide this morning: Nigerian car thieves jailed 20 years, and ENP takes over Black Volta, Sankofa gold mine. It's good to know that finally there's a finality to this brouhaha.
There was a lot of back and forth, and it was not good for the country. So good move there.
Ghana blacklisted from U.S. foreign aid. Trump had always had an issue with our inability to pay our debt to not just the United States government, but to some companies from the United States of America. Mahama walks youth job talk. That's according to the Chief of Staff, Julius Debra. National Sanitation Day relaunched. A minister calls for mindset shift. Very important, because if we don't shift our mindset relative to sanitation, we'll still be dumping refuse in our drains. And that would render this exercise fruitless.
And she's doing very well in that regard, the Greater Accra Regional Minister.
Yes.
The Chronicle says Tokuno's removal is questionable. Justice Nene Amegache is saying, and Tim Fojo says, let's stop politicizing tribal conflicts. Police to replicate Operation Black Maria in future events. I agree. And this one day I fully support. People did not misbehave. Isaiah, is it Isaiah?
10:1-2. And okay, so I'm sure they can read. The viewers can read Isaiah 10 verse 1-2.
Okay, it's not visible.
Yeah, it's not that visible. Yeah. The News Center. Ghana delivers big for MTN Group, and global experts meet in Abidjan for second ECOWAS Lassa Fever Conference. And newly sworn interim park executives target reforms. Ownership change sealed. ENP completes takeover of Azuma and Upper West, and then paving way for revival of Black Volta and Sankofa project. And US blacklist Ghana from loans, grants, aid over debt default.
I'm sure we'll be able to talk this over.
Yeah.
The BNFT this morning says Star Health Insurance launched, pays 7 million cedis health claims. Mining shakeup, ENP, as engineers and planners, takes over Black Volta and Sankofa gold projects. Blanket FDI reforms could spell doom for local businesses. Blue Gold raises $5 million in convertible notes. Enable regulatory frameworks and cyber resilience. Yeah, that's... So these are some newspapers this morning. You can grab copies on your various newsstands. You can log on online and read about them. We have a host of stories also on starfm.com.gh. Yes, that should do for this morning. We take a break here. When we come back, we sit with our guests for the breakfast review. A lot of issues to unpack, particularly oil revenue for education. I asked you earlier, what are your thoughts on it? show. This is still GH Today here on GHOne TV, and I am Lily Mohammed. It's time for the Breakfast Review. On the Breakfast Review this morning, I've been joined in studio by Kofi Ameal. He's member of the NPP Communications team. Bila Alamzi is a member of Parliament for Chana Paga, and Richard Suma is a senior member for the Movement for Change. A number of issues to unpack this morning. Leading it is the oil revenue for education and cushioning. Now, the NDC, while in opposition, said that the issue of using oil revenue for education should be curtailed. Oil revenue should be used for what it is originally for. Now, the NDC, now in government, says it will use 2.5% of oil revenue to cushion education under their no-fee stress policy. Is this an issue of politics or policy? Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
How are we?
Yeah, we are good.
If you abandoned me, why?
I'm sorry. Indeed, I did.
Yes.
I did.
But it's good to see you. It's
Good
been
to
a while.
See you too. Yeah, it's been. How have you been?
I've been awesome.
I've been watching you anyway. You're doing great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your brother left you though.
Yes, long time.
It's good. I'm happy for him.
Don't be mischievous.
No, I'm happy for him. He's a friend. I mean, he's a Ghanaian. He's serving his country, so it's good.
That's a very mischievous thing. So
Look, I saw today, this morning, I'm sorry, the ambassador to the permanent mission of Ghana to the United Nations, Ambassador Yao-Kuma. The man was serving President Kufuor when I was in New York. Anytime President comes over, he was with him. He was his, protocol officer. But he has been appointed as the permanent representative of Ghana to the United Nations by President John Dramani Mahama. So I'm happy for Lanta. I'm genuinely happy for him.
Okay. Bella, good morning. How are you? It's good to see you again.
Good morning.
Another week to serve the country.
I'm doing well. We are here.
Anyway, Richard, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very
It's been
fine.
such a long time.
Yes.
You also abandoned me.
No, I didn't.
No, as for you, you abandoned me proper. But it's good to see you.
Yes, it's a privilege to be here today.
Now, let's talk about the oil revenue for education that's been announced by the Education Ministry. Let me start with you. In opposition.
Really, why not let me wait and take the punches?
No, let me start. I want to
It's your
find
house
out.
matter.
Yeah. In opposition, one of the critical issues that the NDC raised was why the use of certain revenues for other sectors, particularly the oil revenue. And now in government, the NDC says we're using 2.5% of oil revenue to cushion education. Is this not politics as usual?
Thank you very much, Lily. First of all, let me say good morning to your cherished viewers and say good morning to the good people of Chana Paga constituency. When you want to talk about the petroleum revenue, I think I need to start from somewhere.
Okay.
Because we weren't against the use of the oil revenue for other. We wished, as at then, we were talking about capital investment with the petroleum revenue. But you see, when we came, first of all, we realized that there were so much leakages when it comes to the petroleum revenue. So we decided that, okay, why not amend it? So that is where Petroleum Revenue Management Act, as amended 2025 Act 1138 came in. And if you study it very well, you realize that we've done a good job for this country. We decided that, see, one day the oil will be depleted. Where will the revenues come from again? We have to at least have projects that we can point at and say, oh, this is what we use the revenue for. So that is why we decided in the bill, when passing it, that we need to pump much of it into infrastructure, that is capital investment. So we decided, and I want to break down how the revenue is being shared. You see, the public or the petroleum revenue, if it accrues, it goes to the Petroleum Holding Fund, that is with Bank of Ghana. They are managing it. And out of it, we take 15% with the current bill. We give 15% of it to GMPC. Then the amount that is left, we allocate 70% of it to ABFA, that is annual budget fund amount, so that it will help in our budget. So out of that 70%, we decided that, okay, 5% of it will go to the district common fund, so that we'll be having a dedicated source of funding for the district assemblies. Then the amount that is left, that is out of the 70%, will be used in cushioning the budget. But you realize that it's not all the time that a government can be perfect, or one can be perfect. You realize that the 75%, out of the 70%, when you take the 5%, the amount all that is left, we are pushing all into infrastructure. And that is where we came in with the big push. So, and the 5% that is also going into the district assemblies, you realize that there are we expressly stated guidelines for it. So, and it is also going into infrastructure. But here is the case. Okay, let me just finish with it. The 30% that will be left with out of the 70% that we've taken will go into stabilization fund and the Ghana Heritage Fund. I'll come to the Ghana Heritage Fund last minute when I'm concluding. So we decided that, okay, we have to invest, because the Ghana Heritage Fund, we are investing in, we are putting resources down and investing in our kids that are not yet born, our children that are not yet born, that we are keeping that money for. So we realized that why invest in your children that are not yet born and leave those that you have now? And you know, money not spent is not yours. Sure. So we decided that, okay, we have no fee stress policy, which is on board. And you realize that the first academic year, when we came, they were already in school. So we decided that, okay, once they are already in school or they are going to school and the budget is not yet out, let's allow them to pay so that we reimburse them. So there are two schools of thought here. This particular academic year, we are still strategizing to see whether we will pay the money to the students, to the schools direct, or we are going to reimburse them as usual. So one school of thought is saying that, especially, let me just mention their names. The traditional universities, they are saying that, government, please pay the money to the students so that they will come and pay the school fees. But we asked them, what is the reason? That if you say you are going to pay the money to us, as the universities, we know government very well. Because if you are paying the money to the schools direct, and you don't have a dedicated source of funding for that particular policy, that means we will be at the mercy of the finance minister, and that will not be good. He can come out and tell us that we don't have funds today. You have to wait. Admit the students. You have to wait for 3 or 2 months before we get resources for you. So the schools, they are so concerned about how they will get the money from government. And they have compensations to do. They have salaries. They have other expenses, direct and indirect ones, that they have to cater for. So they are arguing that we should pay the money to the students, so that the students, if government is paying to students, whether government pays or not, they will come to school and pay. Even if it is for them to go and borrow money and come and pay for their school fees, so that government will reimburse them, they don't have a problem. The other side is saying, pay it to the school, so that you can have oversight, you can manage it. And that is the colleges of education and their group. They are saying pay it to the school. But we went into it and realized that what the traditional universities are saying and what these people are saying, there's some sense, some level of sense in it. Because if you don't have a dedicated source of funding for that particular policy, how are you going to manage it? So we sat down and decided that, okay, let's look at our petroleum revenues that are coming in. It's just 2.5%.
Just
2.5%.
Out of how much?
Out of, let's say the highest we've ever accrued. Let's use that one. 1.4
billion
$1.4 billion US dollars. So we are using 2.5% of it. And do you know why we wish to use it? We wish to use it so that there will be a dedicated source of funding for the policy. So that, because the title itself communicates a lot, that no fee stress. That means stress-free. But if we are going to, as usual, wait and say we are going to pay it to the students, government will gather money from somewhere and pay it to the students. At what time will we pay it to the students? Is it when they are coming to register? Is it the time that when they receive admission letters that we are going to pay? Or is it that when they come to school and register that we will pay? If it is before registration, then somebody who is not so good in the system might decide to go even take admission and collect the school fees and will not even go and pay again. Some students, genuine students, will collect and they will spend the money, they won't go and pay. So we decided that if it is so, let's get a source of funding. The universities, their concern is that government might not pay the money early to them, but because they believe we don't have any source of funding for it. If it is a free SHS, today GHOne is funding it. So they know very well that there's a source of funding. They trust that funds will always come out. So we have decided that the minister said, the reason why I'm using we is that I side with the minister and I know the education committee, we are all behind him.
Okay.
Minister says, why not let us get 2% of the
oil revenue.
The oil revenue, so that we will use that 2.5%. Sorry, 2.5%, so that we will use that one to cushion it, knowing that every year after the budget we have some money that will cater for it. They will not. The schools will not run anyway.
Are you then not guilty of the same thing you politicized when NPP started its free SHS policy? Some say it's a populist move.
No, but we were the argument we were having. The argument we were having is what we are doing. We said there wasn't any source of funding for it. You start the same way we started the no fee stress.
So you also didn't think about funding for adequate funding for
yes.
it?
No.
You admitted?
Yes. No. You see, we you know, when we came in at a time that schools were already they were already paying school fees.
But this was a campaign promise. So
you
said this several times.
So we coming out with this doesn't mean this is the very time that we are coming out. We have it. And initially we thought we could have channeled the whole of it to GHOne, but we realized that GHOne cannot cater for it. Already GHOne is having a lot to handle.
But you promised this. This is not President Mohammed's first rodeo.
Yes.
He was president before.
Yes.
And so he knew the capacity of GHOne before promising this.
You see, we knew very well, but we weren't in government. So we knew very well that GHOne, you know, as at now, even if we are going to give it to GHOne, GHOne will be able to take care of it. But we've realized that we are going to burden them so much. Meanwhile, they also have their core mandates to carry out.
Okay.
So that is why we've decided that we use the oil revenue. And it is not out of order.
Okay.
It is not out of order. Here, we shouldn't be talking about the 2%. We should be talking about the management of it. You get that is where one should be
That's
complaining.
one of the things that you talked about in opposition, management.
Management. That is what we should be talking about, because if we believe, because the petroleum fund today, we are only investing everything in infrastructure. And we are leaving some, that is almost 9%. 9% for Ghana Heritage Fund, which we are supposed to invest in our kids that are yet to be born, our unborn kids. What if they don't come? To me, once we are willing to invest in them, then we should be willing to invest in the kids that we have today.
Okay.
So that the stress that parents go through, this one, we are not paying for NDC kids. We are not paying for MPP students. We are paying for everybody. Every student, we are paying for all the students. We are paying for people with disability. We are paying for them. So we said it is okay that we invest in our children today that are with us. So taking 2% of it, I don't think my brothers from the other side and Ghanaians should have a problem with it. What we should be discussing is, Lily, we should be talking about rather depleting, that is not my party stand, but that is my personal view, that investing money in the Ghana Heritage Fund and keeping it for our children that are not yet here is a lazy man's way of investing for your unborn kids.
Okay.
We came and met University of Ghana. Are we those who built it? The port that is there, are we those who built it? Airport, are we those who started it?
No.
We can come in with capital infrastructure. We can build infrastructures that will sustain. We, as a country, our railway, look at how bad it is. To me, if we can build railway from Tema to Paga for the landlocked countries, definitely it will help. No matter, generations will come and it's about management. It's about how we maintain it. So to me, the 2.5 shouldn't be a problem, and I know my brothers will support me, definitely.
Richard, let me come to you.
Well,
is this something you support?
Well, on that note, first of all, I would also like to say a very good morning to Honorable John Alankojo Chiramante and the entire membership of the Movement for Change.
They said you should come back home.
And we are in the process of transitioning into a fully fledged political party, and we will soon be informing Ghanaians as to what we have been able to do so far. And on that score, again, want to extend my greetings to all your cherished viewers and my co-panelists. It's a pleasure and privilege to share this platform with them this morning. Well, you see, it is often said that who will want to build a house without properly costing it first? And we are in a country where we sincerely play politics with everything we intend to do. Therefore, we take advantage of the gullibility of the Ghanaian populace to most often during political election era throw all manner of promises out there without actually quantifying it and looking into ourselves and see that is it something we can do? Is it something that is achievable? Is it something that we can implement? And if you intend to implement, what is the implementation plan? What phases are we intending to implement it? But most often we throw it out there, and when the people believe in us and they give us the mandate to govern, then we are caught off guard. So now we get into a situation where we don't know where really the revenue lines are coming from for us to meet the demands or meet the promises that we've been able to make. This is the situation that NDC government has found itself in. That they promised that they were going to give students some level of respite by taking care of their academic fees, especially university students.
Yeah.
Because as a matter of fact, the NPP had already implemented the free secondary education. Therefore, they are of the view that the only way they can still be able to massage the situation as far as education is concerned is to bring in the tertiary student. Now, if you bring in the tertiary student, nobody, no Ghanaian, nobody from the movement of change for change is against the fact that government need to prioritize education. But don't forget that education itself is a means to an end, but it's not an end in itself. So you can educate your citizenry, you can put so much money into them, but that doesn't really mean you are alleviating poverty or you are taking them out of the quandrum they find, the quandrum they find themselves in. But then now, you have an oil revenue that is coming in per annum, let's say 1.36 billion. Sometimes the oil industry fluctuates. We go up, sometimes we come down. Sometimes there are shortfalls in production capacity. So now, if you are trying to use chunk of your revenue that you generate from oil, we are of the view that you should put it into more productive sectors.
Okay.
When you invest money into productive sectors, those sectors obviously become your cash cows and rake in more revenue for you to plow into other subsectors of the economy. But if you are looking at a situation where we are caught off guard, so the only situation or the only solution at mind right now is for us to look at the oil revenue and take 2.5% of the oil revenue to support the free stress academic fee. For us, we think it is on a higher side.
Okay.
It's on a higher side because, as at now, per what my senior brother has said, and in how they've been able to do allocations of the oil revenue, I would have loved to see how much of the oil revenue are we dedicating to agriculture and mechanization of agriculture and industrialization.
Okay.
Because this is what we do when we say we are putting even 10% of our oil revenue into agri infrastructure and mechanizing agriculture and empowering enterprise economy by making sure that we have a lot more enterprises, cottage enterprises. A lot of Ghanaians are doing small business. Funding is their problem. Where do they get money to capitalize their business? This is where we should be put. If we want to put even 30% of our oil revenue into capitalizing SMEs, I will 100% support it. But if you say you are putting 2.5% of it into educating people you tend to educate them, they turn around. Sometimes after educating the people, they even move from the shores of Ghana, go elsewhere, and go and practice somewhere. So the investment you are making in them, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? So at the end of the day, we want them to find more innovative ways of generating more revenue for the GET Fund. If the GET Fund already exists and is breaking in some amount of money, you should be able to quantify and know that, well, at the end of the day, if we deploy another mechanisms of raking in some other revenues to support the GET Fund, we can be able to make more money and support the case. So like I said, if, for instance, we are venturing more into agribusiness, we are venturing more into capitalizing enterprises, and the enterprises are doing well, Madam Lily, don't you think these enterprises, when they do well, we can rake in revenue and plow some into educating our kids? So let us be strategic in some of the things we do, because posterity will obviously judge us and the things we do today. So NDC should not be looking for the easy way out, because your intent of just going for 2.5% of the oil revenue is the easiest way out, because they are caught off guard. So the easiest way out is to look for the low-hanging fruit. And the low-hanging fruit in this matter is the oil revenue. And at the end of the day, look, Ghana today, as we speak, if should any global catastrophe happen and all logistical activities has been frozen for 2 months, Ghana will be begging for bread. Because we are not a self-sufficient country. We are not a self-dependent country. We are begging every day with caps in hand. So the oil revenue, we should rather apply to what will give us security into our future. Okay. Either than telling me you are putting 2.5% into paying school fees, and most often too, how many people are in the university, their data, how many people suggest to them that they are below the poverty line, that they cannot afford to pay their university fees? Are we going to do another straitjacket one by giving everybody the same benefits? When there are some families who are spending $1,000 a day, and you tell me that you are going to pay their university, their awards fee. So sometimes it is the politics. So please let us be mindful and do things that will cushion us. Because he's saying that even the Heritage Fund, what about the children who are unborn and all these things? The children who are born, any country that hasn't planned for children who are unborn is not the country we're dying for in the first place. Because every civilized jurisdiction, every civilized country, the children, because you see, there will always be procreation. People will always give birth. As we speak today now, a lot of 1,000 kids have already been born across this country. Okay. So we cannot say that, what about if they don't come? They are already there with us. So let us be mindful and build a future for them and invest money that when they come, they can be able to use that to cushion them in terms of how we can provide better social amenities. Okay. For the big push, we agree that infrastructure is one of the key determinants to how we can measure the success of a country. Okay. So if we have good infrastructure, like a complete rail network from Accra to Kumasi, and we can beat our chest to say that the oil we made, we've been able to construct 6 lane in, 6 lane out from the oil revenue. Posterity will come and then they'll pinpoint to it that this is what we made from oil. So this is my only submission on this matter.
Okay, Richard, thank you. Kofi? Under your government, you always defended the use of oil revenue to fund education, particularly free senior high school. Is this proof that you're right all along?
Well, let me say a very good morning to your viewers, and good morning to my co-panelists. You see, I can appreciate Honorable struggle to explain and to answer the question you posed to him, that why the double standardness? Why the hypocrisy? On one hand, you said no, it is not prudent to use our petroleum revenue to fund our education, the free SHS. Then you come back to say, okay, it's okay to use the same revenue to fund the no stress fees policy. He couldn't answer because there's no answer to it. But you see, I think I can borrow my brother, because we are brothers. The movement, his argument. I mean, it sits well with what I had planned to say. And one of the things he mentioned is that we must, at some point, stop doing politics with everything in this country. It is not about competition. As far as when you came, you were able to do this. So I'm also coming and promising something without looking at the sustainability of that particular program or that policy. Look, if you should listen to Honorable Atoforsen, now Minister for Finance, when he was the ranking on finance in 2017. And then the education minister was the minority leader then. If you may permit me, let me read something that he said when we proposed that we should use the Petroleum Revenue Management Act, portion of it, to fund the free SHS. This is what he said. Mr. Forsen said, and I quote, "It appeared the MPP government had run out of ideas within its first month in office as to how to fund its flagship campaign promise of providing free SHS education. We in the National Democratic Congress, NDC, would like to offer them free advice to rather reallocate the distribution of national resources from sectors they regarded as non-priority to their campaign promise. We urge the MPP," this is where it gets interesting, "we urge the MPP government to stay off the Heritage Fund, the same fund that the MDC now in government are going to tap 2.5%. No, but the same petroleum revenue, petroleum revenue. For it is particularly reserved as savings for the future generation."
And he touched on that too.
"Since petroleum resources are not renewable, the future generation deserves a shot at progress, and that is what the Heritage Fund seeks to achieve. We cannot sit idle while the MPP attempt to mortgage our future for its partisan objectives." Look, this was their position while they were in opposition. This is their position now. And for me, it creates and breeds a very dangerous ground, especially for our people. They don't know where we are. There's no principle. We make promises today. In fact, if you should go back, President Mahama at one point did not even appreciate why we should invest so much money into free SHS. Today, when he came into government, he has even extended it to bring in the private secondary school into it. Now he's going further to say that we should give free tuition to first-year students, which is, of course, is not sustainable, because after first year, then what? I appreciate the fact that any policy or any attempt by any government to give some physical space to parents, to Ghanaians, it's okay. But we should also look at how sustainable, how visible these things are, and also make sure our priority areas are taken care of.
Okay.
Again, like I said, I agree with him that if we should take $32 million out of the petroleum revenue just to give it freely to people without paying back, that for me is a misplaced priority. Why do I say so? Because at the end of the day, we can invest this money into areas that will provide jobs. The Ghanaian youth today is looking for a job. Today, after tertiary education, they come home and do nothing. And we all know the consequences of them sitting at home, sitting idle, especially the young girls, and even now the men, okay, with all these vices going on. Now, some of them have resorted out of depression to red and all that. So for me, I believe that in as
but
much...
you cannot say that red was an overnight thing.
I understand. But it breeds more of such situations, especially when we, day in, day out, year in, year out, we churn out university students and do not have a systematic policy in place to absorb them into the job market. And I believe Ghana has a capital venture system where we can invest this money and make sure even young ones who need small capital or small amount of money to start their own businesses, like my brother said, these SMEs, we should invest some of this money into these areas. It's okay to continually fund the free SHS to make it better, because at least to be able to be educated to the secondary level, for me, is sufficient. The rest, we should find a way to make sure we all can afford it, because Ghana must at some point be able to provide and have a system that takes care of the youth. Look, let me say this, that it's about time that we govern this country with a mindset of a business entity, where we focus on efficiency, we focus on making sure that our resources benefit us, not just a few. We should move away from a system where we look at Ghana as a political entity, where everything is about politics. Everything we do must inure to our political gain. What will give us votes? We see every project as numbers as far as when we go to the polls are concerned. Ghana must be managed as though it's a business entity. Efficiency and discipline and honesty must be our core values and our core tradition. Because we cannot continue this way to just, for want of a better word, misuse our money, and then eventually it do not necessarily yield the results that we want. We cannot continue to put so much money into education. Then at the end of the day, we turn around, the very same people who have educated, they come and sit at home 2 years, 3 years, and they do not have a job. When we can find a better way of investing the money into areas that will necessarily give us jobs. For me, these are the areas that we need to look at. Like I said, and the NDC, when they were in opposition, you know, their proposition, that is a lazy way of dealing with these issues. And I believe that issue or that proposition or that position of NDC still stands now. That is a lazy way, and like my brother said, it's a low-hanging fruit. We must begin focusing on areas that will give us real results. Ghanaians need job. The youth needs job. And we must put our resources into areas that will give us the space to absorb them when we are done with the education. We cannot continually educate them, and at the end of the day, they end up in other countries and doing menial jobs, when we can find a way to make sure. Look, yesterday when I was buying waakye from a lady, where I used to buy my waakye, and I will conclude with this. So I asked her, how much does she make a day? She told me on the average, she makes 2,000 Ghana cedis, on the average.
That's her profit.
Her profit. No, it's not even the profit. It's how, I mean, at the end of the sale, the jail sales, 2,000 Ghana cedis. So I asked her, how many days do you count? 6 days in the week. So that means 2,000 times 6 days will be about what? 12,000 Ghana cedis. Yeah. So let's say at the end of the month, she's making about 24,000 Ghana cedis, roughly. I don't know if my math is correct. Let's take her cost of production, say 5,000 or 6,000 for the month. She's making about 10,000 or 12,000 Ghana cedis a month. Just a small joint of waakye. See the amount of money she's making. Somebody who is sitting in the office is not even making that amount of money. So for me, we should focus on making sure we go into capital venture to support the youth that are coming. We must not be focused on making sure we bring all of them into the public sector. We must encourage those who want to do their own businesses. And the youth of today are doing that by themselves. If you go to the universities, the young people are doing it. Now, in all the industries, they are doing it. The retail, some of them do not have shops, but because of online, they are doing their own businesses and they are getting a lot of money. They are doing their own eateries and they are getting a lot of money. Okay. We should invest more in these things rather than investing in education and education. Though it's good, but at some point we must prioritize some of these things.
Okay, all right. I know you have rebuttal. I just have a minute for that rebuttal because I have to touch on the another issue that pertains to the NDC, where your general secretary is saying that your lawyers...
Why not give me 1 minute to just handle it?
No, I just want to talk about the issue. Then once you're done with that rebuttal, then you can touch on it, where your party general secretary is warning your lawyers to stop intervening for past appointees who are on trial or investigation. Is this a new thing? Is this not something we see across the board? But touch on your rebuttal first.
Okay. Lily, thank you very much. My good brothers, they said a lot. And all that they said, the good things that they said, we are doing it. Let's talk about the agriculture infrastructure. If you read our 24-hour economy very well, you realize that adequately we are tackling agriculture, and especially irrigation, dry season farming. We are doing a lot around that, but that will be a topic for another day. So it's just not like we are saying that the limited resources or all the resources that we have is the 2.5%, so we are going to use that one for education. And mind you see, there's no other better way of investing in your people than education. That is the absolute, that is the best way you can do for your future generation. And the SMEs that they are talking about, even look at the GHOne that we are doing, the master trainers, the apprenticeship programs. It's all about what they just said. Even the SMEs, we are coming out with the Women's Bank, where we'll be giving them loans, so that soft loans, so that they can invest in their small-scale businesses. So it's all that they've said. We have it. Just that this one is another on a different level.
Are you still talking about the Women's Bank?
Yes. How many months we have?
You are almost.
We are barely 9 months.
In terms of governance, 1 year is gone.
Yes.
Because we are in the last quarter. So 1 year is gone.
Yes, yes. But we have our strategy and we are implementing it. Yes.
No, it's for us.
No,
it's not for you. It's for us.
We have it. We said we will come out.
So what has happened to the Women's Bank?
It will come out, definitely.
What has happened to it?
I said
we've already committed. He said it will come out.
It's not just 1 month.
Haven't we committed resources to it? We've committed resources to it.
The 50 million?
51.
51. By doing what exactly? We want to know what you have done exactly.
It will come out. Definitely. Give us time. Yes.
But how much more time do you want? Till 2026?
No. 2026, definitely the bank will be out.
Okay. So he's giving you some...
And coming out with a bank, it's not like you are going to put up a supermarket outside there. There are processes. Even with when you draft a letter to Bank of Ghana alone, it takes time before you get response from it. And they have to investigate very well, do their checks very well on every document you give. Okay. No. But how can we do it in opposition? We cannot do that in opposition. So we definitely we are coming. You see, the difference between us and the MPP on this particular matter is that they weren't talking about they weren't talking about the petroleum fund itself. They were talking about the heritage fund. They were talking about the heritage fund. Okay. It is the heritage fund that they wanted to use. Are you getting me?
I gave you a minute.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be done soon. I've done 20 seconds.
That's more than a minute. So please touch on my next.
So this thing that we are talking about, we said only 2.5%. And the Heritage Fund, when he was saying, when I was saying, I stated it expressly that it is not from the party, but my personal thinking as a Ghanaian, I think that the Heritage Fund, because look at, why should we invest that particular money outside Ghana and be taking 2.5% interest annually when we can invest it in Ghana here and make more money? Why will we go and keep money outside thinking that we are taking 2.5%? Why not? Other countries are investing in infrastructure, like he said. We can invest in infrastructure that will save us time. And our children, even our unborn kids, will come and also make good use of it. That was where I said it's about management.
Lily, I beg of you. You know, I mentioned the Heritage Fund. You know the Petroleum Revenue Management Act, the revenue of the oil. They are dedicated funds or sources or where they put the money to. So I want to ask Honorable, the 2.5, which of them are they going to take it from? It's not just money, like we don't have places where so where are you going to take it from?
See, that's why when I started, you realize I gave the breakdown. Are you getting me? I gave a detailed breakdown of it. When the money comes to the fund at Bank of Ghana, we give 15% to GMPC.
Okay.
To me, we can take
So you are suggesting?
I'm suggesting.
But the party and the government has no...
No, that is where they are taking it from. When it comes to...
GMPC?
No, when it comes to
Bank of Ghana.
Bank of Ghana. And the reason why I'm saying that is, you see, GMPC is carrying out mandates that are not core to them. I'm citing an example. So when the money comes, before GMPC takes it 15%, or after taking it 15%, 2.5% can be given to the police.
Okay.
So we are not talking about
please
the
touch
other
on the lawyers bit, the call by your general secretary.
You are giving them the chance to hit me hard again.
See, when we were in power, I can appreciate where it's coming from. When we were in power, usually the host will start from the one in, and it becomes a bit uncomfortable because you have two people who will be coming against you.
No, but I want to ask.
And you see, when you come to me and you go back to them, you have to come back to me again. So when you just give it to them.
No, but I am asking that. Is this not a regular practice? I mean, I'm sure that when you were in opposition, there were some persons who were under investigation in your government under GHOne, that some persons within the NPP who were friends with them had to intervene for. Is this not normal practice?
You see, Lily, mostly when I come here, I tell you that we have to pay a price for this country to be fixed.
Some things have got to give.
It doesn't matter whether we are friends or we are not friends. The fact is that the law must work.
The law is the law.
The law is the law, and it is the law. Speaker said we should always add it is the law. So you see, we can be friends, and something that is tradition doesn't make it right. I know NDC will not be in power forever, but on the likely event, if movement for change comes, because I know these people there, they will be out for long. When movement for change comes, they should let the law work.
Okay.
If you've used your office to embezzle money, if you use your office to go wayward on Ghanaians and the country, the law must work on you. So it is very unfortunate for it to come from we that are in power, claiming that we are for accountability. Then one of us or some of us will be behind the scene trying to defend corrupt or alleged corrupt officials. It is very unfortunate, and it is very bad to even us as a party before coming to us as a government. So I would never support anything of that nature. I tell, and whenever I get a big platform like this, I tell Ghanaians that wrong is wrong, and there's no way we have to tolerate it. Even if I were to be the general secretary, I have to control myself very well. If not, I will mention names. Because we have to pay a price for this country to be fixed. It is not because others are facing trial or they are being investigated today because they are MPP. Me, I believe when it comes to matters of this nature, I don't talk based on my political ideology. No, I talk as a Ghanaian. And even, you see, when we came, some cases were dropped. Are you getting me, Lily? If I were to be the AG, I'll let the cases continue to the last.
Okay.
We must. You see, today, when we live here, we say, oh, America, London, wherever, the system is working. They are human beings like us.
Sure.
And they always allow the system to work. But how can we be here? We want to be developed. We want to be called a developed country. And we don't want the systems to work. There's no way we can ever do that. So for me, it is unfortunate. It is a disgrace to me as NDC member for me to hear that my own people are behind, trying, bargaining, pushing for some alleged corrupt officials to be released or to be pardoned behind the scenes. So it's unfortunate, and I'm ashamed of it. I won't be able to talk much on it, but what I can say is that I know the AG very well, and I know what he stands for, and I know definitely the law will take its course.
Absolutely. Richard.
Yeah, since I have maybe perhaps 2 minutes, I will still want to revisit some quick thing to tell Honorable that time is of essence. And it is often said that those who govern must always govern with the consent of the governed. Therefore, we are still expecting much from them, because to he who much is given, much is obviously expected. Not too long ago, they launched the Ghana Feed Program. As at now, we don't... You see, I don't know what NCC is also doing. I don't know what government communication is all about. Because when you launch a program, how do you rope in everybody? You launch a program in one jurisdiction, and then you said you have launched it, then it ends there. They said they launched a Jumara. They have launched it. As at now, what is the data to suggest that these are the beneficiaries? This was their status. Now they've been able to metamorphose into another status based on the Jumara program that they launched. Let us be measuring them and be holding government to accountability. They shouldn't just be throwing things out there and think we should let them go off the hook like that. So now let me come to the subject matter. You see, all government appointees, both past and present, they always do things that at the end of the day, they have some benefit out of it. And they call it, or we say, is some amount of quid pro quo in everything that they are doing. Now, when the Attorney General took over, he's already started by declaring some people...
He entered into a nulli
prosequa. He discharged most of them. Most of the cases were already discharged. What is the bargaining agreement? What did they bargain on? Even if they do 4K, they came to tell her that they bargained that they will recoup 60% of the money. If it was any other person, would they have done that? So the Attorney General has already set the pace or set the tone for people to start massaging issues. So now they came out with oral. And Ghanaians were so much expectant. We were so much hopeful that perhaps by now, Ora should start telling them that we are prosecuting these cases, this is how far we have come, this and that and that. So far, because they are caught off guard, and now they are not seeing the way clear with the oral thing, they've started to try to... it's a precursor, what the General Secretary said, it's a precursor to let us understand that our people are cutting deals with the previous appointees. Therefore, it is going to be difficult for us to even prosecute some of the people that we intend to prosecute, because we don't have sufficient evidence against them. Those who are supposed to even become witnesses in some of the cases are maybe withdrawing. So what is the bargaining that is going on behind the scene? What exactly it is? So in Ghana, we are often doing politics of convenience instead of politics of conviction. If it is politics of conviction that we are doing, it is supposed to tell us that Ghana first, the country first, every other issue must be taken to the back bench. But here, because it's politics of convenience, You do me, I do you. Rub my back, let me rub your back. So that is why we are telling Ghanaians that, please, we are begging you, until you give another political party an opportunity to be able to take the mantle of leadership in this country, the two big wigs who has been MPP, NDC, will always take us for granted because they believe that if it is not A, obviously it will be B. So until B or C is put back and C takes over, then the people then will start to wake up. Hitherto, no media house will be giving any other political grouping an opportunity. So we are always grateful for the media houses who allow us to also share platforms like this, to also contribute to the subject matter. Prior to it, it wasn't like that. It has always been these two big wigs who are always fighting among themselves. So perhaps if this opportunity is being given to us, Ghanaians are listening and they are discerning enough to understand that, look, until we try something else, this status quo will remain the same. And the status quo is that rub your back, let me also rub your back. Wash my hand, let me also wash your hand. So what the General Secretary of NDC is saying, they say there is no smoke without fire. Therefore, there is something in there. He has saying something because General Secretary will never wake up and say something that it benefits their own fraternity. So for a General Secretary to start speaking in this manner, that means that there is some fire that is burning out there. And if you are not careful enough, who will pay the ultimate price? It is we Ghanaians who will pay the ultimate price. We are the people who are being governed. So those who are governing us, they should govern with our consent. Our consent is that anybody who has taken state resources, look at Public Accounts Committee. Look at, recently I had a report that said that 58.9 million Ghana cedi worth of project, billion cedis worth of project have been abandoned. 58.9 billion Ghana cedis worth of projects have been abandoned. What kind of people are we? So we are asking them that we want equitable justice delivery. So if anybody is found guilty, prosecute the person, get our money back for us. Even if you can't recoup all the money, get at least a percentage of it for us. If not, we are running the country and we'll completely go into total abyss in the nearest future if you are not careful.
Kofi, he mentioned something. Scratch my back, I scratch yours. Is that what is happening?
Well, you see, let's be realistic and honest about this discussion. We in the political ecosystem, we have that fraternity where maybe honorable, you find yourself wanting and you think Kofi Amia can say something to somebody, you come to me. I don't think it's bad in its entirety. Okay? Sometimes, allegedly, somebody might appear to have committed a crime, but the person really and truly haven't committed a crime. But the person doesn't want to go through the legal processes where he will be hauled before a court, will be charged, and a charge sheet, and will be coming back and forth. So they want the easier way. I don't want that process, even though I haven't done anything wrong. That does not itself mean that the person has committed any crime or has been corrupt or embezzled state funds, but they don't want really to go through those processes. Why? So that is number one. Number two, what the General Secretary said is a serious indictment on the president, especially someone who campaigned on the back of oral, saying that, Operation Recover All. And not just the president, but the Attorney General as well, unfortunately, in whom honorable trust. But this statement from the General Secretary is a serious indictment and a serious blow to his credibility. We are not going to talk about what even Kwame Ipla said. That one there, he has come to recount it, so in court it's not even admissible. Okay, the evidence is not weighty enough, so we won't go there. But the Attorney General also has set a precedent where he entered nolle prosequi in some cases that involves NDC people. So if you are doing it as an Attorney General who has the authority and the law and the resources to go after these people, you have started making, and we even have the 60-40 policy, where if you have misused or misappropriated our funds, you will be allowed to pay 60%, and the rest of the 40%, you take it.
Which is bad.
And that's a policy of the NDC.
Which is bad.
So I don't understand why the General Secretary is now talking.
But how is that a policy? The fact that it's been done for one person, does it make it a policy?
But that's what the Attorney General necessarily came to tell us, that, they look at the case and they look at the merit of it. they don't want to waste resources. So if they've been able to recover 60%, the rest is okay. I don't understand why that time the General Secretary didn't talk. But when it's the opposite side, he's talking. But when it's within the NDC, but it's the same money. Is it a different money? We gave our money, taxpayers' money, to certain individuals to do something in the interest of the people. For one reason or the other, they misappropriated these funds. The Attorney General comes to tell us that I've been able to recover 60%. The rest of the 40% is gone waste. Today, we are being told that, people in MPP will come to people in NDC and negotiate, and I don't know about that. It's the General Secretary they will do it. But I am saying that, and I've said it. One time in, I think, April or May, I sat here and I made the point that it is my prayer that President Mohammed succeeds.
Okay.
It is my hope, my daily prayer, because for me, he's holding the country in trust for who Ghanaians really want. A leader who is honest, who is bold, who is disciplined, who will govern Ghana with the mindset of a business entity. And that man is Kennedy Agyapong. So President Mahama is holding the country in trust for Kennedy Agyapong. So I'm expecting...
Oh, so you are connected?
Oh, yes. I'm seriously connected, fully connected.
Okay.
So I am praying that President Mahama will do the things for which reason he garnered that overwhelming mandate from the people. 1.7 million votes, Charlie, is humongous. Because once upon a time, 23,000 votes made a person a president in this country. So for you to have a difference of 1.7 million, a lot is expected from you.
Trust.
A lot is expected from you. And from the way he has started, I am sorry. If care is not taken, we will come to a point where Ghanaians will lose trust in the political system. And if that happens, it doesn't matter if they are even waiting for Jesus Christ to come. They'll have no trust for anybody again. Okay. And that concerns me. Okay. So I am praying and hoping that some of these things will be nipped in the bud, will be curtailed, so that Ghanaians will continue to have trust in our political system.
Like they say, there's no smoke without fire. So maybe your party former appointees who are also cited for investigations should also stop contacting
I have no idea.
Friends from the other
they
side.
have not come to say they are going to NDC appointees or NDC to help them negotiate. It's the General Secretary of the NDC whose party is in government and is the one saying it. So he should come and tell us who and who are doing these things.
Okay. Miller said if he was the General Secretary, he would have named and shamed that particular person. But let's talk about DSTV. And then I know you. I'll give you the chance, but I want to name my next topic. Okay. We'll talk about DSTV and the brouhaha with the Communications Ministry. We put out a poll over the weekend whether Ghanaians indeed want DSTV to be shut down over the pricing regulations. Do you think this has been blown out of proportion? I'll come to you, but let me start. You ended. Let me start with you. So when you come, you do your rebuttal and then you start. Yeah. I have just a few minutes to wrap up.
First of all, I think the belligerence of the minister threatens the core values of our business tradition.
How so? And
it's a serious injury to even the government 24-hour economic policy. Okay. Because it really frightens foreign direct investment. The president not too long ago was in Singapore and Japan selling the 24-hour economy policy, among other things, saying that foreign entities come to Ghana to invest. Then on one hand, you have your minister, who you have supported and aided, because I don't think these decisions do not go through cabinet, or the president has not heard about it. You support him to go after a company in Ghana. In fact, MultiChoice is a subsidiary of MultiChoice Africa. So MultiChoice Ghana is owned by a Ghanaian. They are just a franchise. So it's not necessarily a foreign company, even though they work together. So for me, we will be happy if our Minister of State is fighting for our interest. We will be excited.
And in this instance, yes.
But the way, you see, we have goals, we have guidelines on how we go about some of these things. As a country, the last time we had a price control mechanism was between 1983 to 1992, where the NDC used the PNDC decree, price control decree, to ensure that certain essential goods, they have a price control. We've gone past that. It didn't succeed. So we are now in a free enterprise and a free market system where government do not control price ceiling and price floors. So what the minister is doing is too much. You do not tell a company how they should price their services or their goods, okay? But you have our support when you demand for what is due us. But at the end of the day, the decision should be made by the consumers. We need to make a choice because DSTV is not an essential commodity or a service. We can choose not to. I have not used DSTV for the last 3 months. They send me a message. In fact, just today, they sent me a message that I should renew my subscription. I won't do it because I don't really watch TV. So we can do away with it. So for me, what he is doing is a bit overboard. We appreciate his fight, but this one there is just too much. And to end it, I would want to say this, that there are certain essential goods that we would want, not just him, but other ministers to fight for us. Champion. And even that one is local, because this rental system in our country is just too much. You are being asked to pay 2 years in advance. We need the Minister for Housing to also come in and fight for these causes. We will support, but not this particular one. It undermines and it threatens our foreign direct investment, and really every institution and every agency that we have put in place to ensure that we attract foreign direct investment, his actions and inactions is really, really hurting us, and he must put a stop to it.
Richard.
Well, I will want to side a bit with my brother, but you see, I have a data here, just a quick one. The DSTV and their pricing across Africa. Now, you have a country like Ghana with a population of 34.5 million. Then we are doing a premium package of $82.40. Nigeria, for them, 233 million. They are doing $29.00. Look at Liberia. Liberia, 5.6 million people. They are doing $61. You look at Angola, 37 million. They are doing $33. You look at Botswana, 2.5 million people. They are doing $61. You look at Eswatini, they are 1.3 million people. They are doing $52. South Africa, 64 million people. They are doing $51. You see, when you are a country where you sit aloof in the name of attracting foreign investment, and you allow foreign investment companies to come and exploit your citizens, it is a no-no.
How are they exploiting us?
Because that is why I'm giving you
the price
a price situation. Because you see, when you say our city wasn't performing well or our economy is not performing well, just put that against how these various economies are performing across Africa. I don't think there's any relative difference between Angola, Eswatini, Liberia, and Ghana in terms of economic performance. So why would you give them a lower rate and give us $82 to be paying? Because even if we say, we all understand that there are a lot of price builders in running a company. Therefore, you should always also look at making a break even. But when the system allows you to exploit, then that means that nobody is fighting for anybody. So when the price of the CD against the dollar is depreciating, you quickly jump and increase price. When there's a relative stability of the CD against the dollar, you are not prepared to negotiate. The citizens must enjoy any form of respite at any given point in time. So I am fully in support of the minister's decision to let them understand that it is our jurisdiction. Ghana is for us. We are open to business. But in as much as we are open to business, it doesn't mean that when you are enjoying the good and you say the bad is good. How am I even saying? I'm saying that when you say the dollar is not doing well, the city is not doing well against the dollar. So you are increasing prices to cater for your loss. But when the city is relatively stabilized against the dollar, even if it is 10 cities that you say you have reduced from us, or reduced for us, or 20 cities, we will appreciate it. But this approach of DSTV saying that we won't reduce our price, we won't do this, we won't do that, we won't do that. If you think we are not good enough for you, just pack and go. And one again,
but just stop using it.
One thing again too is that we are allowing monopoly to be taking advantage of her. It is monopoly. If there were other good competitors, good enough, government should bring in more people to be competing with DSTV. Okay. They should empower companies like GHOne and Co. to get to that level where they'll provide these digital services and bring in everybody so that we can watch our football. Apart from football that they show us, what else are they showing us?
Alamzi.
Lily.
Yes, Alamzi.
82 plus dollars is on a high side.
Absolutely.
So I can share the data with you. With
definitely. No, I know. I have the data. I was having 81, but I realized that yours is 82.
82.40.
Yes. You see, let me start with the minister. I think the minister should negotiate with them. The negotiation
they set up a committee, by
yes.
the way. They are 15 days.
They are 15, okay. Then they should talk to them. They should look into it so that we see what will come out of it. And I will advise the minister that whatever that comes out, if it is not final, they shouldn't always put it out there.
Okay.
He doesn't need any validation from the general public before carrying out his work. So I think sometimes today minister says this, then tomorrow DSTV says this. It's too appalling. We deserve better. So I will,
honorable.
I will say we need to give them a reason why they should reduce the price for us. And they should remember, DSTV is not a necessity. It's never a necessity.
At all.
And they are not doing us a favor. We are doing them a favor. Is it not the same DSTV that when there's a raindrop, then everything will scatter? When there is rain, we revert back to our local stations to watch whatever that is there. So we beg them. And I want to remind them that they are facing serious competition from Nigeria, DSTV Nigeria, in Ghana.
Yes. Because people have found ways to bring that in.
Yes. Yeah. And the DSTV Nigeria is working very well here.
Illegal?
Yeah?
Is it illegal?
Yes,
but
illegal.
I'm just reminding them.
But I want to know, is it legal?
No, it's not. It's illegal.
Actually, it's not legal.
It's not legal.
It's illegal.
But people are connecting. Here is the case, we can't even take TV licenses. Where will you go and know whether somebody is watching DSTV or not?
Okay.
So I will only tell them that we need to work together. We seriously need to work together. And if they refuse to reduce, I would advise Ghanaians that they stay away from it. We stay away from it. It's never a necessity. So if they are not listening to us, we can support the minister by staying away from the subscription.
I will support him.
Okay.
I will support him.
And let me conclude. My brother talked about the Nolly prosecutor and this what the secretary said. The secretary was only giving a warning. If you listen to the video,
yes,
he was giving them a warning that this should be the last time that they are doing that, and they need to stay out of it. And we all know, if it is any other person, if it is blue, me I will say it's blue. If it is red, I will say it's red. The secretary that we have is an oracle of truth.
Okay.
He will never massage anything. So what he said is what he meant. So we will advise, and I will plead with President Mohammed that he should look into the matter. If it is true, we are NDC. We promise the people of Ghana that we are going to be straight with them.
Okay.
If it is true, heads must rule.
Okay. Right. Thank you very much. That's Bilal Ramsey. He's Member of Parliament for Chanapaga. Richard Suma is a senior member for the Movement for Change, and Kofi Ameyao is a member of the NPP Communications team. And he says he's highly connected. My name is Lily Mohammed. When I come back from this breather, I sit with the woman king, as she's touted, GHOne Jan Kujo, the Member of Parliament for Memphis Central. Stay tuned in. It's still GH today here on GHOne TV. It's now time for Hard Talk. And on Hard Talk, there's a woman that I've been chasing for an interview for so long. Today, she's finally in my studios. Is the Member of Parliament for Amenfi Central. She's known as the Woman King and Small Gaddafi. Good morning, GHOne.
How are you? Good morning. Thank you.
How have you been?
I've been well.
It's good to have you. Congratulations on your victory anyway.
Thank you.
Amenfi Central. How long did you nurse this ambition? Because we didn't know you as a politician. We only knew you as a philanthropist, as a gold miner, as a gold exporter. Then one day we heard your name in the news. She's contesting Amenfi Central. How long did you nurse this ambition?
Well, I didn't plan to become a politician. I think most of my good work that I've been doing, and people realize and notice it. And I was home one day, and then people came there with drums and with my house saying that you have to be the next member of parliament. So I feel my election, they voted for me in their hearts before I even send my pictures and photos out. I want to become a member of parliament. So my own was just a calling from God, where I knew that it was just the time for me to become a member of parliament, to lead my people, to become like a governor for my district. So I didn't plan to become a politician. I never dreamed to become a politician. But the work of the things that I do, my philanthropist work, doing good to people, doing boreholes, helping people, the school furnitures and paying school fees, giving scholarships to people across the country. Many people.
Oh, you were doing that across the country, not just
for the last 16 years. That's what I've been doing with my own money. So I feel people just love what I do, and they feel like it's good if I can go to the leadership to be able to do it better and even do more. And that is how I found myself in politics.
Finding yourself in politics, you had a lot of tussle. Even to become a candidate, you had to go to court, and then eventually you became the candidate and went for the NDC. In those moments, did you think that this was the wrong choice for me?
There was days that I was sad. I wasn't happy, like the way I've been treated, not because of any specialty, but I felt like I deserve better, because I went all out with my money, with everything that I had in me, invested so much, and then I feel I deserve better. And hopefully, if I could get the seat for the NDC, there wouldn't be anyone better than me at that time in Amenfi Central who can contest and win the seat. And because people were tired of the person over there and the way he treated them and all of that. And I had a conversation with people. People talked to me, they came to me, and then I knew genuinely, you can't trust people. They say fear delegate, but this one I knew it was really something there for me. So I went there with the hope that everything was going to be successful. But hey, even though we went through the challenges and everything, but I still also feel like sometimes nothing good comes easy, and you don't have to give up and then just say that because I want it to be easy, I will not get up. So even though it was very tough for me, but I also went out and hit harder and say that I'm a go-getter. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. I must get this done no matter how it is. So I didn't look back and waiting for anyone to help me, even though I had the help and the support that I needed from the party. Everybody was there for me, from the national to the regional to the district and the constituency. Everything was perfect. So I was not afraid. I was really confident that I was going to
Was it because of what many say, that you were the establishment candidate? The party handpicked you. You were the one that the party chose over your competitor?
I think, this life, anything you have to do, what do you stand for? What do you believe in? How does people see you around? Like even in your church, your community, market, anywhere, anything around you, whatever you do, people watch, people see what you do. If you are doing a good thing, people will notice. If you are doing a bad thing, people will notice. Even, for example, if someone wants to become a candidate in any district, let's say they brought Nanado to come and contest me in 2024 election in Memphis, that he was still going to lose because they have made up their mind to vote for me, and not because of anything. They knew that I'm capable. They knew that I have a good heart for the people, and they knew that I always go for the well-being of the people in the district. And everyone wants to connect with people who have good intention, not just coming to, take the money and go and feel like there's money. I remember my salary, I always receive salary, but I donated to my district where I said...
You donate every salary you receive?
Yes, to my district where I said, I want to be an MP. One of my first policy was that any salary I receive, I will donate it to the district for you to use it for whatever we need to do. And we have fun. And I've been doing this. I don't know how many members of parliament who has been doing that. But
how sustainable is this? That every salary you take as a member of parliament, you donate it back to your district. How sustainable is this? Because then it means you have to rely on your private business.
Because I have business. I pay myself. So I'm doing well.
Is that why they call you the Woman King? What does this title mean to you?
I'm sure that we've had Yasantua of our time before, and then we had a lot of people who has come in, like Kwame Nkrumah, we've had Nelson Mandela, we have African leaders, and at any time you have one person where people think that because we already have mentors and then they've gone, and then these are the people who's coming to, just like God, he said, if you follow me and do my things the way I want you to do, you do things like according to, like my footsteps, like a blueprint you are living. So for me, I see it's not because of anything, but because of what I do. I believe that you know what is good and what is right, what is bad. And if you are doing something that is right, you are not afraid. You know that it's sustainable. You know that it can stay. So whatever I do, it's something within my power that I can manage and I can control without anyone even supporting me. And of course, I have a collaboration with a lot of helpers and a lot of partners who has always been there to also support me. So everything I do is sustainable, and also because of what I do, probably they are giving me all these names.
All these accolades. 8 months into Parliament, what has been your biggest surprise? Or lesson?
Me, in terms of achievement, or in terms of what I'm learning in the chamber.
What you're learning? For somebody who came from the entrepreneurship world, now walking into politics, and then coming into politics, your government comes into power. You are in Parliament. Your biggest surprise, or any lessons you've learned so far in Parliament?
For me, I see more opportunities, especially coming from a business background where I knew that most of the politicians are really like full-time politicians. And I am not a full-time politician because I was coming from a business background, so I wasn't a politician. So when I listen to things, when I see things that is going on, when I hear people talking and some of the policies, and I understand it better. I was like, oh, this was the barcode of what we knew outside, and these are the reality. And then for me, it's a learning curve for me, and also opportunity to learn, to be able to add what I have in me to also add value to few one or two things. And I think given opportunity, I'll be able to also share my ideas, my thoughts, to add to whatever we have available. So it's very good, and for me, I've learned a lot. What I've learned in politics in 8 months is more than what I know in 30 years. And it's really using these 8 months, connecting. You know people better. People who will smile with you and they are not with you. People who will be eating with you, and the next thing is something else. And you see their friends, and then it's like a group of people who understand that it's not everything you can say outside. It's not everything you can. And so they polish you in a way that this is the way to go up, like this is the line. And for me, I didn't know this because I was open to people, nice to people. I feel everybody is nice like me, but in politics, it's not. So
it's a dog eats dog.
So I said to myself that maybe God have something better for me. He knows that I've worked so hard as a woman. God wants to use me as a mantle to other women in Africa, women in Ghana, especially women in Memphis Central, to tell them that, you know what, GHOne was able to go through this and she's able to do it. Since she's the first female MP in Memphis Central, the fact that she's even picked the forms, even if I didn't win, it would have been a bold step for every woman to know that you should also do something for yourself. So for me, everything together is like a blessing in disguise, and then also a full package of who you want to become the next phase of your life.
You are known for philanthropy, but Parliament is a place for lawmaking. How are we sure that you're not only going there for charity and that you're going to drive systemic change?
For me, when we bring leaders, leaders are here to serve the country. Like if you will resetting the agenda to build a nation, the capacity, everything, the Ghana we want, it's we serving the people, and that's one key thing. You can see that our president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he's been doing it. Do you understand? So, an NDC as a party, we've always believed in building people, serving people, giving opportunity to people. So, politics is leadership. Just like you have leaders in your church, in your community, like even the chiefs, Nananum, all that type of people, it's all leadership. So for me, in politics, it's even the good place to demonstrate how kind you are, how nice you are. It's not about charity, it's about listening to people. Yesterday, I did a program with the tertiary people, a student in my district, where I was able to mobilize over 500 students. And then we were able to talk about financial illiteracy, helping them to even pick the courses they are studying. What are they going to master in after they finish whatever they are doing? So it's not even always about money. But someone go to school and then he said, I want to be a politician, that's why I'm doing a political science. You don't need to study a political science to become a politician. And for me, these are the mindset of people who need to change how we do things. And all these things are part of help. So the fact that you are not building a boreholes, the fact that you are not building school, the fact that you don't do any of these things doesn't mean that you don't have anything to offer. If you can even bring all the from the crèche to the nursery for people to understand what they study in school, the system, the type of things they need to do after essay, because Okwa you can see that all these people, they know right from the SS. Do they even have to go to university, or it has to be a tailor or seamstress or whatever? So they don't waste their time. And some of these things are the things that people don't know. And for me, as a politician, I always wanted to tell people to do this, go here, let's go this. And you can have all the money in the world, but when you don't have the power and the influence, a country like Ghana that I know, people pretend a lot. So you have to, catch up to be able to meet the expectation of the mindset of Ghanaians.
Absolutely.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So for me, it's a whole thing together. I didn't go there because I want to do charity. I'm there to respect the law and even add more to it, adding more value and things we can change to help the country and also attract good people to invest their money in this country. It's like we are always giving policies as a politicians. We are giving policies. We are telling people today we are going to change it, we are going to add it. We even promising the things we are going to do, but we are not talking about how are we raising the money. Do you understand? So do we always have to go to IMF for money, or we need to find a way to use our own resources in the country to build something or develop something? So for me, as a politician, these are some of the things that I look at, not just the charity.
Now, Ghana has about 14% of women in parliament, which is the lowest in Africa.
Yeah.
As a woman in a male-dominated space, do you feel heard or you feel drowned?
No way. You see, people like us, I mean, we've been bullied before. In fact, we've been damaged. People has used us to know that this is a tough life that you are going in there. So no one can intimidate me, bully me, abuse me anymore at this time of my life, 40 years where I am now. No. So I don't feel anything. I feel the same. I don't feel threatened. I feel even more powerful than many others because I focus and I stay in my lane and I do best at what I do. So I'm someone that I don't need you to make me happy, whether you like me or not. I don't care. What I know is that I'm doing the right thing. And if you can't beat them, just join them. And you see, Ghana is a holy country. When they know someone is doing better than them, instead of them to pick them as a mentor and help them or learn from each other, they rather compete. So, and anyone doing competition is like someone who has self-esteem to be able to realize who they are. So they are not so sure of who they are and they can't do anything for themselves. So when they see people like us, like as they get shocked. And the things you can do and go through to survive, when you allow them to go through 1 second of their life, they will poison themselves. They will kill themselves. And for me, having such a power in me, is even that boldness in me, I won't let anyone to take my shine and say, because, oh, you need to be here and up in Pemi like.
So in Parliament,
okay. So you like be yourself, you know. I mean, you can't be everywhere, but some things you have to let people know that this is who you are.
You have to take the bull by the horn.
You don't need to pretend just to. Few things you can, you know, just be a lady kakra, but don't be someone. To be yourself. Don't try to forget where you come from, who you are, what you are, what you do. For instance, I'm a gold exporter. As a woman, Ghana is over 32 million and I'm the only licensed woman exporter in the country. I should be proud of myself and I'll go to Parliament because I'm a member of Parliament. I don't need to talk about gold. I will speak about gold. I will continue to talk about gold. You like me or you don't like me, that doesn't change the fact that I was a gold dealer before I became a member of Parliament. And that is, a lot of people try to hide what they do, and later people pick things from the internet. So, oh, you saw her, she was doing gold, and we saw her. So these are some of the things that makes me as a person. And I'm happy because I love what I do, and I work hard for what I do, and I won't throw my brand or dump my brand to some garbage where I feel like, no, I can't.
Now, talking about gold, you held a stakeholders meeting with some gold miners and dealers. How did that go?
It was really nice because, you know...
what were their concerns?
Their concern, you know, government want to make sure that we reset all the mining industry to make sure that people do things right. And one of the things that we've always talk about is people do legal mining, not illegal mining. So we brought all the miners together. Every gold dealer, I said, if a gold dealer in Memphis Central, come to me, listen to your MP, listen to your DC, Honorable Peter Mponsa. Let us know your fear. What is your problem? No one is saying that stop doing your mining, but the way you do it is wrong way. It's like, you know, this is the road side. You are doing the mining there, and the car have to use the road. And then even if you are bringing your car to, you have this problem. So you don't even need a government or a member of Parliament to tell you that what you are doing is not right. So for me, these are the things you were able to prepare their mind to understand that if they are willing to do the right thing, government is ready to assist them to get all the licenses. So every small-scale miner in Ghana, every gold dealer in Ghana, Gold Board, Minerals Commission, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources is working together to give you all the necessary support and licenses you need so that you don't work on the rogue side. And even after mining, you have to reclaim the land and put it back to agriculture or something better to create more jobs for people. And these are the things we want Ghanaians to understand. Gold enye bosom. Gold enye kakai. So if you hear about gold, embrace gold, because we just want everyone to be on the side of government to understand that we want to put proper policy there to help the country so that after some time we can do something. Look at a country that we are so rich like this in gold. The small-scale miners doing about 35% of the gold we produce in the country. And for me, if you look at since 2019 till date, the amount of gold that we'll be exporting or the amount of gold that we are producing, if you put it together, it's more than maybe 12 tons every month. And now, gold is over $100,000. So imagine that we are doing 12 tons every month. We are talking about over $1.2 billion, depending on the price of the gold. And if you are doing, let's say, maybe 144,000 a year, we are talking over $12 billion to $15 billion. And this money is in this country. So I don't see gold as an industry that we should just ignore it and think that everyone doing gold business is about it. Gold is a good thing, because if you look at the Bible, those days who built churches like King Solomon, King David, they built churches with gold. And so I see a country, a community, a district, or a place that you find gold is actually find a blessing. We just have to find the right way to invest.
But has the blessing not gradually turned into curses for us as we are gradually dealing with the issue of illegal mining? It's threatening us, it's threatening our livelihoods, it's threatening our food security. You are on the Food and Agri Committee. Is Galamsey not threatening our food security?
The thing is that because I'm in the Food and Agri Committee, we went to a meeting where we saw that even the fish we eat from the seas, sometimes people can also do a lot of things before the fish come out, just like mining. So even in the sea, they also have their mining part where but people talk about only mining. If you are talking about food, there's a lot of aspect of food or farming or agriculture where you see that there's so much going on. And then if someone is sick, you need to find a way to give them the good medicine to be able to get well. And for me, what the mining industry needs is investment.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because if
you think that will curtail illegal mining?
That is the way to solve the issue. Because why people are doing illegal mining? One, they are using the machine that they are not supposed to use. Number two, the license, maybe they don't even have it. But if Minerals Commission will give you a license, they will show you that this place is flawless, so you can't go there. So the license even just prepare your mind. But people don't know this. When you go to Minerals Commission for any license, they will tell you this place, you can't work there because this is water body, or maybe this is the forest area reserve where you can't use it for anything. But if you want to work in a different place, they can give you a place to work. And then for me, if they have the money to invest, they will do the right, because the type of...
But now we're seeing people invest in excavators, to even get sophisticated weapons to protect those who engage in this illegality. We're hearing of some names, political affiliated names in this business.
Well, for me, I've not heard any name that, and I've not seen any politician standing in anywhere doing mining. So something that I don't know, I wouldn't be able to talk about. But as a gold dealer, as someone who have experience in gold business, what I'm saying to a Ghanaian, the country, even to government, that the best way to fight this is to invest. Like, let's do more stakeholder engagement to bring these people together. Listen to them. What is the issue? If you go to Dubai, for example, you know that Emma is one of the biggest real estate development in Dubai or UAE. And it's owned by government, or majority shareholding is the government. In the same way, if let's say we're going to do a mining, and every district they have gold, they give licenses, and government say, let's say I'm even giving the machine, but I'm going to provide the geologists, the mining engineers, geophysicists, to make sure that all these things do. Because you know the work of geology. The geologists go to the whole area and says that, yes, we have gold in GHOne. We have more than 10 rooms in GHOne, but only this particular room have the gold. So the geologist is able to identify, we have the gold here. Then the geophysicists also came in and say, you know what, I see there's gold in this area, but this is amount of gold that we have on the ground. So if you want to work, maybe it will take you like 2, 3, 4 years or 10 years to be able to do it. But then the mining engineer come in to say that this is the type of machine you need. But here is the case that the small-scale miners or someone doing illegal mining don't even have money to bring this type of expertise or experienced people to help them. And while all the foreign companies have all these people in place. So you see that foreigners are doing mining. They are doing it well. They are protecting the environment. Everything is going on because they are ready to invest and they have the money to invest. So when you go to their site, even as a Ghanaian, you'll be happy. So it's like the opportunity has given to all the foreign companies, and the Ghanaian local people are struggling whilst we are still looking for a job. So the perception of how Ghanaian has taken the whole thing, every government comes to power, fight galamsey, fight galamsey. So what's on fighting galamsey? Is it about killing people or beating people or sacking people? Why don't you, the things that we've done period of years, of number of years, and maybe we're still not able to, so maybe you should change it and use different
approach.
Do you understand? Different approach. For me, honestly, as a gold dealer, as someone who know gold, and I did gold, and I've known gold since I was 8 years, girl to date. So I don't think that the way Ghanaians want government to solve it is the way to go. The way you should solve it is rather invest. So, for example, banks in Ghana are supposed to invest in the gold business. The financial industry should be able to look at gold in a different way, different eye, not like the way I don't want to know. Like people who have money, private equity investors, to invest in the Ghanaian business, especially the gold dealers. I'm not saying go to everybody, but if you look at 2 or 3 people who are willing to do the right and protect the environment, make sure that there's no galamsey, no damaging any water body and everything, willing to do the right thing, the best approach is to invest in them.
Now, you represent one of the most deprived communities in the Western region, Amemfi Central. They have healthcare gaps. They have poor roads, one of the poorest roads. I was born in the Western region.
The poorest road in the whole Ghana.
We have one of the poorest roads. Unemployment is a critical issue. As an MP, what have been some of your immediate interventions?
Well, luckily for me, you know, Aba in Papa Aba. So our president and the road minister has actually approved like 4 places in Amemfi Central. And we've got 17 kilometers from if you look at Kwamai to Boniama, and then also Kwamai, Achichidia to Boniama, and then also from Enyineblim. And then we have also from Asengbegwa to Wasaguna Memfi to Sehubekwai, and then also have from the border to Asengbegwa. So there's been about 4 different roads where one is 53 kilometers, and then 17, and then 19, and also another 50-something plus. So this is the first time for the last 8 months I've been working on it, and then finally has been picked and then also approved that they are going to do it. So I feel very happy about it that we are going to do. And then if you look at Amemfi Central, you know, it's not just road. When you go to Northern region, Volta region, Central region, you know, we have a lot of schools. Amemfi Central, we have only 1 secondary school. And one of the things I always wanted to have multiple secondary schools in some of the communities. Because when we have schools in the community, we'll be able to have that type of things where everyone is benefiting. And then, of course, when you come to hospital, like healthcare, like cheap compound, you can't even count 5 of them. We don't have hospital, and we don't have district hospital, we don't have this cheap compound, we don't have nothing. And one of the things we've always wanted to have a district office where we know that we have a district hospital, have all the type of everything that we need to be able to help. Then we come to the nursing training. We don't have nursing training in Amemfi Central. We don't have teachers training in Amemfi Central. We also don't have a university in Amemfi Central. Look at Amemfi Central, have agric and then we have mining. Imagine that we have a school of agric or school of mines and technology, but maybe one university, but maybe 2 or 3, 4 faculties. I think it will help the youth of Amenfi Central to be able to know that it's not always about farming, it's not always about mining, but you can also go to school, and even after school and you want to come back to do business in mining or agric, you can do so. For me, these are the areas that I feel we need to be looking up to be able to bring them. And I also come to network.
Wow.
If you look at the drill room, going to Frusu, Annabelle, all the way to the Pristia area, going to Elembele. Amenfi Central, go all the way to Pristia, Elembele, Amenfi East, Amenfi West, and then some part of Western North. There's no network. Then when you look at the Kwekubwa area, Kwekubwa electoral area, the whole electoral area, all the way to Chekrum, to Junction, and go to Kofijan and all this area, Kwekubwa, Chenchen, Kwantabledi, Agula Camp, all these places, there's no network. Then you come to also Area 7. All this area 7, come to Jabo, all the way to Ayem, all these places. We don't have Ohian Sheda, no network. Then you come to Donkokrum, Ankasia, some villages, we don't Bantama, Manshia, you don't have network. And then you come to also like Kwamai electoral area. The whole electoral area to Agave, Aboom, all those areas, there's a lot of places.
But have you raised this particularly with the communications minister? And are you collaborating with him to ensure that you have network in those areas?
Well, I just became a member of parliament. And some of the community, to be very honest, I didn't know we have these issues. But I took the opportunity to now go around to be able to know the issues you have and the challenges, so that I'll be able to submit letters to go to every ministry to know which ministry, for example, to go to Ministry of Education to help us to provide more teachers and also bring some of the district schools. And for example, if I have to go to Ministry of Communication to look at our network, what he can do to help us to do that, and then go to Ministry of Health to be able to know that this is what is the only ministry I've really gone to.
Because
is the Ministry of Road.
Okay.
Because
but you've not gone to Ministry of Health?
Ministry of Road is where my problem was road first. Because you know why? People are pregnant women are going to hospital. They die on the road because you don't have good road. There's something that would take them like 20 minutes to drive. It takes us 3 hours, 5 hours drive. So I felt the best development is start from the road. Once you have the road, people will be coming. Because you know why? Amenfi Central had classified like the poorest constituency or the most deprived area, not accessible. So it makes people decide not to go there. So even if you want to bring a teacher, they don't want to go. Because of what? They don't have good road. If you want to bring nurses, they don't want to go.
Hospitals.
If you want to bring a police, like any institution in government or anywhere, even private business people don't want to come and do anything because we don't have good road. So I had a view that when I was going to my campaign, people would say, hey, madam, if you can do our road, you can be an MP for 100 years. So hey, madam, if you do the... So it's like the road has been something they talk about more than any other thing. So if we can do every street in Amenfi Central like East Legon, if we can do every corner in Amenfi Central like Cantonment, if we can do every corner, every road like Airport Residential, then I feel like putting a school and hospital and other things even become easier in terms of logistics and transportation. So the road is where I went to the road minister and I told road minister that this is the problems we have. And the road minister told me that it was on contract and they refused to do because the people, when MPP came to power, they refused to pay the contractors. So they didn't want them to do it. So, but when NDC is in now, he's going to make sure that the roads in Amenfi Central, and of course now we've got all the approval. So big thanks to the road minister for also making sure that he has considered Amenfi Central, and not just him, because every road contractor it goes to the finance ministry to get paid, or the government or the cabinet to approve. So entire party, like the leadership, the president, the vice president, everybody has played a role to make sure that Amenfi Central Road, and then also our chief of staff to be able to work in Amenfi, because he came to Amenfi Central, visited us, and he saw our road, and he promised us that he will help us to do it. And in fact, we are very happy for this collaboration, for this, and for the road. I can tell you in authority that 99% has been approved, and then I'm sure by the end of 2028, if we can do all, some of the things will be.
You have not been appointed. Does it bother you? And do your constituents raise concerns?
Well, for me, it's not myself, but I've seen like the whole entire Western region. You know, we have 17 constituencies, and then 9 was for MPP and 8 for NDC. And when I came, one of the things that I did was that I remember when they made me the patron for the Western region women, I called every constituency woman organizer from all the 17 constituencies. I said, come, you all have member of parliament, or you have a PC. They are going for election. I want you to help your MPs to win the election, to make sure everyone, because some of the MPs, you might not even give them money, or you can't give them anything. But if you're able to call their women organizers and give them the resource they need, they'll be able to win the seat for NDC. So my focus was to see every woman organizer, constituency woman organizer, win the election. By the grace of God, every investment that I did, from the AC, we got another 7, and now all the 17 constituencies, we have 15 of them for NDC and 2 for MPP. And also knowing what I went through, the issues that I've been through, everybody was expecting that I will get an appointment. Do you understand? Yeah. So I don't know how politics structure work, but how people expect can always be what you get. And so you can have the expectation, but not really necessary that you have it. For me, honestly, I feel I'm young, and also I feel there's so much opportunity out there. And of course, they can do reshuffle anytime, any day. And so my name can call in. The fact that my name was even the first lift is an achievement for me as a woman. Because you can be a candidate, could I watch me have a MP to the extent that they are mentioning your name in the list of the people who are going to be the next minister for the country. That's a good achievement, and it's enough for me.
But were you hopeful? Everybody. I mean, your name was flying around. Were you hopeful that appointment was coming to you?
Oh, why not? So if I'm not hopeful, then I'm a positive person. So I've been always hopeful that I will get something. If not even now, it will be later or any day. It can be any day. I can come in anytime, any day. Obi Diaba or Obi Diaba anyway. So I mean, we are not in a competition. Everybody won for Western region, and for me, and any woman have an appointment won for all women. So for me, I've won too. I'm part of them. I can go to any minister in Ghana as a member of parliament and say, can you help me because I need it, either they are deputy or main minister or whatever it is. I don't see anything wrong. And also, of course, the party have leadership.
Okay.
They know what is right at the right time in any given time. So they know that whatever decision they took probably is the right way to go or the right path to go. That is why it didn't go the way we expected. For me, I don't see anything. Of course, for me, not just for Amenfi Central, but the whole Wasa. Prisia Huni Valley MP, he's been a member of parliament before I became an MP. It would have been nice to become a minister or deputy minister or have a good appointment or sit in a good board. Honorable Erika Afo, who is an MP for also Amenfi West, and then he's been an MP before I came in. Maybe he has more experience. So if he has any appointment or have any. So these are, and also
so does that mean that the Western Region Caucus, you're going to champion something for appointments?
So for me, I feel the Wasa area, because there's a 7 seat council. You know, Western, they have the Nsema area, they have Wasa. And I guess when you go to first, we used to have Northern Region. Now we have Upper West, Upper East, Upper. So it's the same way you used to have Amenfi West, and they give birth to Amenfi Central and Amenfi East. So if Amenfi West don't get, at least Amenfi Central should have it. In Amenfi Central don't have it, at least Amenfi East to have. Or even Poho should have, or maybe Pristia Huni Valley or Wasa East on Abueji Mensa. So what I'm saying is that all the appointment we did in the whole Western region or the whole country, it's only Wasa area that fight so hard. Everybody did a good job, but for 7 seats from that area, we didn't get a minister or deputy minister or sit in even any good. But for me, honestly, I'm okay because maybe I have my business, but it might not be good for any other colleagues. And I feel internally people are not happy unless we have to pretend and say that, oh, it was perfect, it was nice. I don't know why it was like that, but whatever decision it was, some of us were not happy. And the thing is that you can't do anything about it. And if you can't beat them, just rent them. So what I can encourage the whole Western region is that the leadership know what is best, and the better days is ahead of us. So this shouldn't be anything to discourage you.
In the spirit of better days, what is your relationship with Kwachiaka as we speak?
Kwachiaka de. Do they make court? I mean, baby.
Do you speak to him during the elections?
No.
And afterwards, you have not extended the olive branch to him?
No.
But I was told that you made up before the election, you had patched things up, you were now okay.
Because he was on TV. I went to him, I called him 20 times, he blocked me on WhatsApp, on audio, everywhere. And I sent him a message, everything, and my name is always on his lip all the time, 24/7, he can't sleep. But the thing is that for how long, even in a relationship, it's like you are married to a man or a woman, and then you've done something. My own crime, what crime did I commit? My only crime was that we went for election, I won. So we are co-election. There's more than 7 people who went for the contest, and the people voted. Obinya, like 2 votes, another person got 37 votes, another person got something. Then I was first among the people who went for the contest. I haven't created anything, I haven't done anything for you not to be happy, because the contest is probably maybe he has not gone for any elections before. So I feel Kwachi has been the member of parliament who has actually have it so cool and so easy than any politician on this planet. Because you know why? Kwachi was a candidate in MPP. He came when I was in Amenfi Central. When he came as a member, he came as a MPP candidate. He went for first election, he won, he lost. And he went to second election, he lost. The third one, he became an independent candidate, he lost again. Then NDC made him DC because we thought that, oh, now he's no more in MPP. He has become an independent candidate, even though he has lost. Let's make him the DC. And you know what he did? The very MP who made him the DC with the party sent his name and said, oh, let's make Kwachi DC. That was Honorable George Kofi Atta. Honorable George Kofi Atta is my first cousin. And then I was living with George Atta when Kwachi came in. And you know what happened? We didn't do an election on the primaries. When we were going to take our vetting, going to submit our documents, the papers and everything, you know what they did to the sitting MP who was there? They said the man was late. That was all they did to the sitting MP. So the sitting MP was late. And the DCE you appointed now is become the candidate. They didn't even vet George Atta. They didn't check his document. And nobody talk about it in Ghana here. Till date, no single person has actually said anything about what Kwachi did to George Atta by then. Because a sitting MP who was there, who made you a DCE, and then this MP, the next thing is that we went to the party office in Amenfi Central and Master MP to submit his document. And said that the people say, we are going to eat, you'll be back from the lunch. Your data is waiting, calling and calling. And so, oh, they just call us that you should bring all the things to the regional office. So we've gone, so you are late, so we can't accept your... This man went to the regional office, went to wherever he has to go, wherever he has. They say, since you are late, the law says you are late, we can't accept you. So then,
so if you see Kwachiaka here today, would you shake his hands?
Oh, I met him at, I think somewhere Parliament. They were doing a program like Zoom Lion. Mr. Japan had a program and they invited me. There was open sitting MP sitting there. I walked to him and he said, do you know me? Who are you? That's what he asked me. And everybody was standing there. In fact, I went to Honorable Haruna Idrusu. They called him. The president called him. Everyone called him. Whoever that matters in NDC called him to sit him down. And even president promised him that you should stop it because this is contest and GHOne has won. If NDC come to power, he will make sure that he will give him an appointment. So you should play that NDC come to power because you don't want to abuse people because he's a member of parliament because he has lost. So every advice, president called every MP who has lost across the country, not just him, every MP who lost their election to encourage them. And says that don't worry, we're going to make sure that this and this. And Kwachi actually went for independent candidate, BM. And he got 600 votes in 7 December 2024. Imagine a certain MP who came from MPP, then you came to independent, then you joined NDC. Now your retirement in politics that you taught the youth in Amenfi Central, that you go back to independent where you came from. That tells the type of person and leadership you are, and that was very, very bad.
GHOne, it's been good having you. We wish you all the best. I hope that we can see you in leadership in Parliament soon.
Thank you.
So that's GHOne Kudjo, and we hope that you'll be considered for appointment also soon.
Of course.
GHOne Kudjo is a member of Parliament for Amenfi Central. She is known as Small Gaddafi and also as the Woman King. That should do for her talk. We're back shortly with more. Stay with us. Still GH today here on GHOne TV, and I am Lily Mohammed. I've been joined in studio by Kensley Kweku-Pinkwa and engineer Dr. Peter Debra. He says he's a certified doctor, please. They are with the Executive Business and Development Summit 2025. Good morning, gentlemen. How are we doing?
Good morning. You're doing very okay.
I know this is the third edition of the Executive Business Summit. How has it fared? And what is this summit about?
Okay, so this is an executive, it's not just by name, Executive Business and Development Summit. So that's to say that we bring together country and business leaders to discuss about their business growth. So with the countryside, in terms of the presidency, ministers of state, top government officials, all of them come together for us to have this great discourse on the national growth, as well promoting entrepreneurship and innovation in the country. We as well join hands by the members of the diplomatic corps. So that's to say that diplomats from the various embassies, Malta, Netherlands, Canada, UK, to name a few, all of them are going to be there for us to have this great program. So it is a high-level summit, bringing together great personalities so we could have a conversation on entrepreneurship and innovation. And it's happening next week, this week, which is on Wednesday at the British Council. But the whole event also starts tomorrow, which is an industrial tour, which we have great places. We'll be hosted by Magdan, Dr. Daniel Macaulay, which we are going to be with him for a full day to learn. We tour his empire, how he became successful. He's sharing his experience with the entrepreneurs who will be going.
So are these young entrepreneurs or they are already established entrepreneurs?
So we are focusing on all entrepreneurs.
Okay.
So we are expecting those who already do have their businesses and they are now planning of scaling it up. Remember, there is always a need to scale it up. You may be doing well in Ghana, but not other countries. So how can we even go global? These are some of the various conversations which we are going to have. So it's a learning opportunity as well. It's also going to be a great networking opportunity, looking at the various dignitaries who are going to be involved and all that. Also, an aspiring entrepreneur, if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, we do have several activities which are going to have, and it's all going to be beneficial to them as well. Even SMEs are also welcome to join us for this great summit.
Now, Doc, let me come to you. A lot of young people want to be entrepreneurs, and a lot of us feel that it's the surest way to beat unemployment. How can young people leverage on entrepreneurship to grow ourselves and the country?
Well, thank you. First of all, as an entrepreneur, you must have a dream of pursuing what you dream of. There's difference between having just a dream and pursuing what that dream is. So you must first of all know that this is what I want to do. I want to create something. Learn about it. You must master where the field you want to operate in.
True.
You cannot just wake up and say, I want to be this or I want to be that. I want to be a seller. If you are a seller, how do you talk to people? If you are into building real estate development, you must understand how those industries work. You must understand the engineering sector of it. So as a young person vying to enter into that field, you must first of all accept that it is real. And after accept, you must study the terrain to master it. Many times you must also have financial education about it, because you can't just enter into the sector without knowing how much is involved and how much you are putting in cross. So all those things are involved. First, focus, have a dream, nurture the dream by focusing on it, believe in yourself. No one will believe your dream because you said you had a dream you want to pursue.
Absolutely.
This. Believe in yourself and make sure no one is addicted. You must not have the needed resource to start up with. You need to connect with others. So networking is very important. You shouldn't be selfish and keep all things to yourself. You must first seek advice, learn from someone. And that is why this summit is all about. You are coming together, we are all coming together, just like what happened in Silicon Valley, where you meet a different set of people. You are being taken through the system, you'll be hatched, and then you go out to produce. That is how it fits, yeah.
You say the summit originally starts tomorrow. That's the precursor.
Yes.
Who and who is attending? How can people participate? And then going forward, how can we use entrepreneurship as a tool to reduce unemployment?
Okay, so what the program itself, we do have, like as I rightly mentioned earlier, is a high-level gathering. So bringing together the country and the business leaders as well. So those who are permitted to participate, one, people from the presidency, ministers of state are also going to be there. So we have several ministers who have confirmed so far who are going to be there. We as well have members of the diplomatic corps, so the various embassies who are going to be there. And one interesting thing is looking at our team. It has to do with sustainable development. So the international bodies were not also being left out, including the United Nations office in Ghana and all that. With the embassies, we do have even a whole lot. So we have the participation of Canada, we have Netherlands, we have Malta, we have Denmark, to name a few. So we do have a whole lot of dignitaries who are going to be there. And it's indeed a very high level gathering of great personalities. As well, those who can participate also has to do with successful entrepreneur. So if you're a successful entrepreneur in Ghana, you can as well participate. And even young entrepreneurs can also participate. So for the young side, either you're an SME, you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you're also permitted to do so. And it's happening at the British Council, which I did mention, from Wednesday to Thursday. And in terms of the lineup, we do have interesting conversations which we are going to have. So Wednesday itself is going to be morning of the opening ceremony. So opening ceremony expecting the president and all that. And we do have a fireside chat where Magdan and other successful entrepreneurs are going to be on a hot seat to share their experiences. We as well, within that very day, we have a high-level panel discussion with 2 thematic areas which we are considering. One has to do with how we can use entrepreneurship to address the illegal mining issue. So you could see diplomats being on a panel, you could see ministers being on a panel to discuss how we can address this very issue, and as well the 24-hour economy, how we can support businesses for them to scale, to be transitioned into the 24-hour economy. So these are the great conversations we are going to have.
Is it open to the public, or you have to pay a token?
It's open to the general public.
It's free?
It's free.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's open to the general public. They can participate, yeah. And on Thursday, interesting lineup as well. Great activities, beginning with investment session, where investors are going to be on a hot seat to as well interact with the participants. So that's to say you can get funds or even financial support or any investment support at the summit. We also have a great training program from Queen's University. So their professors and the team are in town, which they will be leading a great training session on how businesses can scale, and as well how, as a startup, you can also build and grow your business using innovation. We also have a pitch competition where innovators will get a chance to pitch for a cash prize, and then we'll be ending with an awards session at the same day. So that's how the whole event is opened.
Okay, final words.
Well, I will urge, since it's an open door program, I will urge everyone every youth who is trying to scale up in their small tabletop businesses, anyone who wish to go global. Most of them chat me and do ask, how did you start having a company in 12 countries? But this is how we started. We listen, we get involved, we write down tips, and then we ask questions. So I think that's, during this segment, you'll be able to ask questions, you'll be able to get contact of those who inspired you, and then you'll be able to move forward from there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Kinsley?
Yeah, so it's really going to be an amazing event with great personalities. We are not just saying it, or we are now going to receive a confirmation of these, all that I did mention. All has been confirmed, and it's really going to be a great networking opportunity for entrepreneurs who are going to be there, as well a great learning opportunity too, and the chance to also win cash prize. So we will be looking forward to receiving and to welcoming all those who will be coming, starting from tomorrow through the industrial tour and ending on Thursday.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's the Executive Business Summit, which is starting tomorrow. Tomorrow's a precursor. They'll do a tour of some businesses. Then the event proper starts on Wednesday and then ends on Thursday. So if you're a young person out there, please be a part. There's an open door policy. So be there, learn a lot as you seek to better yourself and then scale up your business as well. So that's Kinsley Kweku Pinkra and Engineer Dr. Peter Deborah. Thank you very much. My name is Lily Mohammed. I am back after this break. Yeah, welcome back to the show. This is still GH Today here on GHOne TV. Not time for Health Alert. And today is World Physiotherapy Day. Today we're discussing physiotherapy for the aged. That is what Nuffield Clinic is particularly focusing on as you mark the day. And I've been joined on studio by Elizabeth Sapon. She's a physiotherapist at the Nuffield Clinic. Good morning, Elizabeth. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you for asking. When we say physiotherapy, a lot of people misconstrue with just massages. But what really is physiotherapy? What does it do for us?
Okay, like you said, it's actually very true. People think physio is just about massage. Like a normal person will be asked to go for physio, and the person can be like, "Oh, you're massaging me." But basically, that's not what physio is all about. Physio is actually a healthcare profession that actually the main focus is to restore function and like from injuries. So basically, when you get hurt, you have an accident, you go through surgery. The physio comes in to help you regain function, to improve your health, to improve your well-being. So that's what physio is about. It's not just about massage.
Okay. I know today, as part of activities, you're focusing solely on the aged, right? What about the aged? People say that at certain ages you cannot do certain things.
That's why we are here today. So the mindset of the aged is that, okay, when I hit a certain age, I can't do certain things, which is false. So the main focus of today, as we celebrate World Physio Day, is to encourage the aged to live healthy. And we dive deeper into falls and frailty. So as they grow, you are prone to falling. It's been known that as you hit the age of 60, you are prone to fall. So we encourage the elderly, the aged, to actually be more active than they are. Because when you get to your 60s, it doesn't mean life ends there. You have to be more active. Do the things you love to do. Engage in activities. But now we have agents, when they get there, they're like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that anymore. And that's not it. So that's why we are here and we are educating the aged.
What form of exercise is good for the aged?
So with the exercises, what physio does is that we tailor exercises to your age. So the exercise that may work for an older adult may not work for you. So we kind of draw exercise program tailored to you. So we help you through balance training, muscle strengthening exercises. So we encourage elderly to do more of walking. So basically, you don't have to sit at one place for long. Let's say you're watching the news and there's an ad break. Just get up, walk around and come back and sit. You can do some squats, gentle squats. You can take a walk with your grandchildren, dog. Just do activities that will help you, that will help to strengthen your muscles and your body in general. Yes.
What are some of the things that the aged can do to live a regular, healthy life?
So one of the things they can do is, one thing I've noticed personally since work. So we find out that some aged tend to kind of draw back into the shell as soon as they don't want to do anything. And we've noticed that some family members encourage them not to do those things. So we encourage you to do more activities. Go out. If you are an aged person, you like to dress, make up, just do it. Live your life, live a very wonderful life. And engage with your friends, go for parties, just generally do the things you love to do. It's also a way to live healthy. Whilst you are watching your diet, you are exercising, you are doing your regular checkups. It helps with your mental health as well. So that's what we encourage you, the aged, to do.
On this day, what is Nuffield doing?
So on this day, Nuffield has partnered with the Ghana Association of the Elderly. So currently we are having an educative health talk with them, and after we'll go through some aerobics with them as well. And also we encourage our viewers watching, to come so that they have an educative session.
The final words as we mark World Physiotherapy Day, and especially for the aged.
So my final words is, as we are growing, exercising doesn't stop. And physio is not just for the aged, physio is for everybody. And physio is not just about massage. And as an aged, if you have any issues, anything related to your bones, your joints, your muscles, you can visit Nuffield. We have very good professional physiotherapists that can see you. And we can draw exercise program that is tailored to you personally.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Elizabeth, thank you very much for
You're welcome. Thank you.
We hope that the aged will listen. She's a physiotherapist with the Nuffield Clinic, and it's World Physiotherapy Day. Take care of yourself, especially the elderly. I am back shortly.
I have a vision, and that vision is to move from this to this. Every vision, also known as destiny, has capacity, and those who dare to stretch can break into the unlimited to make that vision a reality. Moses stretched forth his rod, and the sea parted. Elijah stretched in prayer and fire fell. Jesus stretched his hands, salvation came. Mark and Elon stretched in tech, and today we have Meta and Tesla. Dangote stretched, and we have Dangote Cement and many more. Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah stretched with the Big Six, and Ghana had her independence. What do you think will happen if you and I choose to stretch beyond limit? Register for free to meet God's
So it's not time for us to build capacity, and I've been joined in studio by Reverend J. Marion. He's senior pastor for the Worldwide Chapel International, and he wants to build capacity, all of us, not just for us as young people, whether you are 70, 80, or even you are 10 years old, so that we can take up what rightfully belongs to us. Good morning, Reverend. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well, and how are you doing too?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you for asking.
Wow.
Builders Camp meeting. Why builders? What are you building? And since when have you been building?
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity. I think you even started by saying that we are here to build capacity. So basically, the Builders Camp meeting is an annual spiritual and leadership gathering organized by the Worldwide Worship Center and the FAMOC Foundation. And this was actually birthed many years ago out of a vision to raise a new generation of fully functioning believers who will not only build strong spiritual lives, but also build strong families, institutions, careers, businesses, and communities. And our maiden edition was held in 2019. We had, an incredible result, and we're looking forward to something bigger and better this year by the grace of God. Our objectives are we seek to create a platform for all to firstly unlearn, because there are so many things we have learned over the years that are actually detrimental to our lives. So we're creating that platform for people to unlearn, to learn, and then to relearn. One of the things that I'm trusting God for people to unlearn is this statement that which God cannot do does not exist. It is true that what God cannot do does not exist, but also what God will not do exists.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How is that? Explain to me.
Okay, so what God cannot do does not exist. That means God is capable of doing anything.
Sure.
But what God will not do also exists. For example, God is good at writing. Because there was a time he wrote on a stone and gave it to Moses as the 10 Commandments. He also wrote on the wall in the days of Nebuchadnezzar. But God will not write your application letter for you and submit it on your behalf.
That's true.
Yeah. So there are so many things. God can cook, but God wouldn't cook for you. God can drive, but God wouldn't drive you. So there are so many things that we have left into the hands of God and waiting for him when he's actually waiting on us to do them by ourselves. And that is actually one of the major problems of believers. We always say that God is in control, God is in control, but the truth of the matter is God is never in control.
I like that. A lot of us have become lazy because we think that, so we're relying on God.
God is never in control. God is only in control of what you are in control of. That you invite him to be part of what you're doing. Yeah.
Okay. So, now, your theme for this year, you say stretch beyond limits.
Yeah.
Why did you settle on this theme?
Because we're seeking to break barriers spiritually, mentally, financially, emotionally, to accomplish the things that once seemed impossible to us. If you look at Africa, particularly in Ghana, many people feel boxed in by circumstances, lack of opportunities, and sometimes even past failures. So this camp is actually a prophetic push for participants to rise above every kind and form of limitation, to stretch their faith, their vision, and their capacity so they can achieve more than what they ever thought possible through the grace of God. So that's what we are here. We want to stretch beyond limits and then accomplish the things that we couldn't accomplish before. Yes.
Who can attend this meeting?
Well, it's for all, like you rightly said, Generation X is part of it. That is our fathers, our mothers, grandparents. Last year, we recorded about almost 20 people that were above 60. They were there to build capacity, start life all over again.
Really?
And we had, amazing testimonies. The millennials are there, the Gen Zs are there, students, professionals, entrepreneurs, families, Christians, believers and non-believers. It's open for all. There is no restriction. Yeah, and it is designed to minister to the whole person. That is the spirit, the soul, and the body. So anyone who desires to grow, anyone who desires to achieve something great in this life, is welcomed.
Who and who are speaking at this event?
This year we have God's Oracle Prophet Bernard Nelson Nation will be speaking. We have Dr. Stanley Bandawa from UK is coming to speak. He's one of the best leadership and organizational management coach I've come across. We have Prophet William Johnson is coming. We have Dr. Eugene Isiama Bwedi Esquire is also coming. Reverend Chris Edusei Donko will be ministering. We have people from other fields who are coming to take us through, this AI training, forex trading, real estate, career coaching. There are a lot of people who claim they've been applying for jobs over the years and yet they are not getting any job. Some of them don't know that if you have been providing a CV for the past 5 years and that CV is not getting you a job, you have to upgrade it or do something about it. So we have a resource person who is going to teach people how to handle such thing. And then I'll also be ministering by God's grace.
Okay.
Yes, I'll be there myself too.
Okay.
Yes, please.
When is it happening and where?
Okay, it's starting from Thursday, that's next week, Thursday, the 18th of September to Saturday, the 20th of September. And then on Thursday, it's going to be just the evening session. The evening session will start from 5 p.m., but the campus will get there by 10 a.m. so we can, put ourselves together. So on Thursday, it's just one session, but on Friday and Saturday, we have 3 sessions, morning, afternoon, and evening. And the venue is the University of Ghana, the Commonwealth Hall Theatre.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And is it open to the public?
Open to the general public, everybody. It's not compulsory that you have to camp. Maybe you live in or around. You can find your way to the place. Maybe after you have to go to work. Even those who are camping, you can go to work after. That is if you are not given the opportunity to take the day off.
So you're providing camping facilities
Yes,
as well?
yeah. So we are all lodging at the University of Ghana. Those who are going to camp, and it's free of charge. You'll be fed all through the 3 days.
And it comes at no cost to the participant?
No cost to the participant. All you have to do is find your way there.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, that's a good initiative.
Thank
you. And
you.
then afterwards, have you been able to measure your impact and success?
A lot. Last year's edition, for instance, we had young people who discovered their true potential, their purpose. And we had professionals who also returned with fresh vision for their career. Families were reunited. Healing was available, restoration was available, and we had people who, by God's grace, have started their companies and they are doing so well, by God's grace. So we're having so much impact.
Tell the people why they should be at Builders Camp meeting.
Well, you don't have to miss this opportunity. I believe it's a Kairos moment and a place where destinies will be realigned, dreams will be reignited, and builders will be empowered to rise and transform their world. The goal is to provide endless opportunities for all because we believe that our nation, Ghana and beyond, can become a truly prosperous nation with endless opportunities for everybody. So we are encouraging everybody to make it a point to be at the Builders Camp meeting. And we know that lives will never be the same.
Okay.
By God's grace,
so
yes.
Please be at the Builders Camp meeting next week. Next week, Thursday starts from the 18th through till the 20th of September. There'll be free food. I love food. So free food. You'll be camped for free. And also your lives will take a better turn. It is the Builders Camp meeting 2025. That's Reverend J. Marion, his senior pastor for the Worldwide Worship Center. So
I'd love to share the contact for, how to get you the registration. Yes, please. So to register, you have to call 0233 733 444 or 0249 834 004. The reason why, 0243. Sorry, 0233 733 444 and 0249 834 004. The reason why they have to call and register is because there are people who are allergic to certain foods. We want to make sure that everybody is okay. We don't want to give certain food to certain people who we know those things will not be okay for their system. And also we want to know the number of people who are coming so we can prepare adequately for, especially the campus. Okay. So even if you're not going to camp, I think you should still register because there are certain, materials that will be provided. So we want to know the number of people who are coming. And one amazing thing about it is that one of the speakers is offering scholarship for 100 participants.
Wow.
He's an expert in forex trading, and he's rated among the first 3 in Africa. Wow. And he wants to offer scholarship for 100 participants who are interested in forex trading.
Wow.
And there's going to be a lot of amazing surprises, yes, by God's grace.
So please make your way to the Builders Camp meeting 2025. Let's do some celebrations now. Happy birthday, Awo Mavis, on this special birthday wish. On this special birthday, wish you nothing but the best. We pray that the good Lord will continue to protect and touch in everything that you do. Know that we all love you so much. Happy belated birthday, Mommy. I love you so much. I'll definitely see you later in the week. But how well do you know Ghana? No worries. Let's start with two regions, the central and the western regions. Join your favorite TV station, GHOne TV and Sky Cloud Travel Limited on this adventure and fun trip. We shall explore the amazing sights in these regions like the Nzulezu Silt Village, Asanmanso Slave Market, Bisabrewa Museum, Kakum National Park, Elmina, and the Cape Coast Castles. We shall lodge in the best of hotels on the Strip, like the Busia Beach Resort and the Coconut Grove Resort. The date is Friday, September 26 to September 28, 2025. The rate is 3,990 if you're single, and double sharing of 3,490. And then for a couple, you pay 6,690. For more details and reservations and, of course, sponsorship, you can call the sales department on 0548 618900, 0548 618900, or 0551 5708. They say it's going to be fantabulous. So please join us on this amazing local tourism. My name is Mohammed. Thank you very much for staying tuned in. The show continues tomorrow from exactly 6 a.m. with the news. Bye for now.